Start the live. Get the link. Post on Instagram. Hey, Dion, y'all got spoons? Specifically plastics. I'm trying to watch my calorie intake.
The plastic spoons.
I'm trying to save the environment.
Did you hit record?
Nope. Bro, I am live. You can read that? Hui. All right, let's promote on Instagram. When last you got kicked in the nuts?
Sometime, but it hasn't been that long ago.
I was joking.
You have a kid, yeah, you know, your nuts. When they're little, your nuts are always in danger zone.
Yeah, I get it.
What's up, Franz?
Oh, we in here.
Franz was with us in the daddy issues.
Hey, what up,
ready.
young king?
Entertain the folks.
Oh, you want me to tap dance for you? Cool. Oh, we in here with 10. Oh, I look up. We got numbers over here. What up? What's up? France, Demont. Yeah, you finally made it, King. I hope you, man. See, you like the background? It's fake, you know. It's all CGI, special effects and whatnot. You know, Jimmy Allen. Yeah.
Jacking my fresh.
Maybe just suggest some music. I'm like, I'll take it.
Every time I breathe on a track, I asthma attack it. Sounds really sounds like a lot of background noise. Is that just me?
Really?
Not background noise, but oh, come on, man. I have my headphones on,
dude?
bro. Hey. So Jimmy Allen, my team's doing well, man.
Your titty's doing well.
Let me tell you something about the Lions, man.
Make you nervous, huh?
Not that I'm nervous. It's just that I want it to end. I want the season to end today. I want something. I want something to happen where there's no more games, and it's like, oh, we were about to, you know, and just football just stops forever. I'm gonna keep trying not to get too excited because I've been scarred for my whole life. But I've never seen.
They look great.
I know.
They look really good, man.
I've never seen them ever be this dominant. Like against a Jets, would play down to the competition, and then they would wind up losing. Against the Texans, those are games they were supposed to win, and they would lose, giving up 5 interceptions and still coming out to dominate and still winning. Man, it is very different. I've never seen them ever have a start. This is the first time they've ever been. I think they're 9-1 out of 8-1 since 1950 or something like that.
Yeah,
I think this is the first time they've ever been 9-1 since like the 30s or something like that.
There's no such thing.
What?
Since the 30s.
Something like that. Football been around a long time.
Yeah, I'm proud of them because I was a player fan for a long time, and I definitely was a Barry Sanders fan first, and then when he retired, I bandwagoned over to Marshall Faulk, and that's how I became a St. Louis Rams fan.
It did this the whole time last time too. It kept coming in and out of focus.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it off when I'm on. So 6 months. So stay there. I'm gonna put you in focus. Now that you are in focus, I'm just gonna turn it off so it's locking right there. Because it's trying to. Because if we go back and forth, it's trying to
catch you.
Yeah. Which one it's gonna be?
So yeah, being a Lions fan is a good time right now. What's crazy is I thought last year I saw all the bandwagon people. It's nuts this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it was like the Houston airport. They were all dancing, doing the cha-cha slide. I was like, where all y'all come from?
All right.
Y'all got a whole airport full of fans all of a sudden in Houston? It's like, what just happened? Last year, I thought that was the cap on the bandwagon. It is nuts right now.
Well, a lot of people from Detroit. So they have been proud of it. So you can't get upset with people who are from Detroit.
I don't know if everybody there was from Detroit, for one. For two, I go like, hey, man, we've had seasons where we've been in the playoffs before.
Mm-hmm.
Never once have I seen anything close to the multitude of people. Not even close. You know who was wearing their Lions hat in the 08-16 season? You know who had it on? Who was fighting off people saying my team sucked? Me. That's who. You
sound like me when it comes to like rappers that were underground. They started getting huge. For the longest, I was a Toby Nwigwe fan. Remember I told you this about this? Like, yo, I'm telling you, he's hot, man. He's hot. He gonna be the next one. But now everybody like, I'm like, man, what was y'all at when he was getting his hair braided on Sundays by Fat?
Toby's just he's not as monotone now.
Yeah, he's changed a lot. Obviously, got 5 kids now. He's changed his perspective on life. He's dropping a lot of niggas all of a sudden too.
Girl.
Yeah, Toby Nwigwe is dropping a lot of unnecessary niggas, as in just like me and my niggas is doing niggas. It's like niggas, my niggas. I was like, where did this come from? Like I was always talking like this. Yeah, I just didn't. I wasn't understanding.
No, you weren't.
Yeah,
I heard the albums.
Right. Okay. You said unnecessary noises? What are you talking about?
It's just a lot of humming.
Maybe because we're close to the refrigerator, man. That's what gotta be.
Okay.
You gotta add some sexy music up on there or something. Bad boys. Take that. How you been, brother? Let me hear about your week.
What's today?
It's Tuesday.
Izzy had her birthday.
Hey, what y'all do for Izzy?
Nothing. She went to somebody else's birthday party. I was like,
yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that.
You're like, happy birthday to you. Yeah, whisper to her. Kind of like it's both that.
It's kind of like both are. I just keep it in my house.
So she turned 6,
and
so she's hyped. Hype, man. And then what I get Izzy for her birthday? Bought her some Bluey stuff. It's always a good go-to for now. And I'm gonna get her this. She went roller skating, so I'm thinking about buy her some skates so she can practice at the crib. You know, the floors of wood. She can bust her ass over there.
And if you had a carpet,
it'd be very funny. It's like, here's your skates, baby. Go ahead, get in the house. Yeah, you're gonna have some strong thighs.
Gravel.
You can skate uphill in grass after we're done here. So yeah, man, it was a good time. It's crazy to see them not only get bigger, but just the brain capacity. Just like them looking at stuff in the way that they understand and speak to you.
And registering and talking real time of saying, no, that didn't happen that way. It was actually the Ghostbusters fighting the Ninja Turtles. Like, yo, that was a complete sentence. You just did that.
Yeah, and then my kid thinks everything is easy right now. Skating is easy if they're busting around.
Let me do it. I got it. Back off. I got it from here.
Easy to her. She was like, dribbling's easy. I can dribble. I'm like, yeah, but there's levels.
Right.
You do the basic pow, pow, pow.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Step aside.
Yeah.
I got it.
So then I'm thinking about what other else to get her into. I got to push her tough. We've been playing baseball. I'm trying to think what else I should really push her for.
I wouldn't say push her, just encourage.
No, man.
Right.
I want her to do I want her to do piano probably. I just want to pay for everything. I wish I knew how to play. Yeah. But I'm gonna make her do one thing forever. And so whether it's probably most likely gonna be something musical. Because it's one of those things where you might hate it now, but you'll really be like, I'm so glad they kept me in this. Yeah. Because every time you see a piano somewhere, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, a little thing I picked up growing up.
Yeah, it is kind of dope to see somebody like when you see somebody juggle.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I had like little oranges. Like, yo, you know how to juggle this whole time? Yeah,
I know how to juggle. Yeah.
Like these hoes.
I did it. On our 100th episode, I did a little
Hello.
while I was sitting down.
You did? You juggled?
Remember we were doing the whole if I have 5 apples?
Oh yeah, you did actually had yeah.
Then I dropped it. But anywho, I might teach you that. That's just a cool trick. How many 6-year-olds can juggle? Be out here. So yeah, man, I'm just like, let me, trying to push her into something that I want her to do, so I'm not bored when she's doing shit.
Right. Right.
But the problem is all these things have like tournaments and I don't want to, like, my parents used to come to our wrestling tournaments and I knew they were bored, bro. We'd be all day. It's an all day event. I was trying to find a sport that doesn't have all day stuff like that, but track is all day.
Yep.
Golf is going to be all day. Tennis is going to be all day.
Yep.
Gymnastics will be all day.
All day.
So I'm trying to find something that won't eat up a Saturday.
Yep.
Swimming. She's into swimming now. She wants to go competitive now. But which is also going to be all day. They're going to have all those tournaments. Here's the singles. Here's the team relays. I'm going to be like, shit. And I'm just getting human, messing up my hair by the pool,
But the good thing is, not to sound like a stereotype, but your daughter has really good hair. So she can definitely do swimming with no hair issues.
What's that got to do with her swimming?
As in, a lot of black, sadly, think about it. When it comes to the Olympics, there's no black.
You think it's all because of their hair?
I'm not saying that, but listen, the opportunity. So, is there black teams in the swim Olympics?
There was just an Olympic. Wasn't there just a black girl?
There are black swimmers. There are black swim teams. But when it comes to Olympics, it was like black people was like, I'm gonna sit this one out. As in training, I was a kid and I was swimming all my life, and my dad put me in this, and I went to school in high school, college. Black people were like, I'm doing this because I never learned.
So there's Simone Manuel, is an American freestyle swimmer, the first Black American woman to win an individual Olympic gold medal in swimming.
Is the what?
In 2016. She was the first. It took a long time to get one. 2016 is a long time.
Yeah.
That black folks have been competing in the Olympics.
But why, as athletic as black people are, why isn't it a African?
Yeah, she got real black hair. Look at that. That's real sister hair right here.
Yeah.
Gonna put the little cap on. I would be worried about the cap. I'm like, Izzy got too much hair for these caps.
Right. And that's cat.
No boy.
But yeah, man. Like, why isn't it a black Samoan, Ethiopian, Nigerian? Like, black people are athletes. They're long distance runner. Why can't they swim? I mean, I know they can swim, but why they've never been in competition or in the discussion of, oh man, they just missed the Olympics, or they're number 11. It's all white people, all Asian people, all Australian people, Canada, white. The Americans are all white people.
Here's my thought. It's only because this is probably very wrong. For one, there's not enough lotion to go around.
Oh my!
Countries. That is not what I was going to say. It's very expensive to maintain pools, right? And I don't know. I'm not saying all these countries are poor and they don't have it. I don't know priority wise. Like, America has a lot. There's a lot of, so I don't know priority wise where that comes into some of these countries. But I just know that, and I'm not saying Africa is poor and they ain't got the money.
Training too.
I just go like, it's harder to
swim in the ocean. You're going against the tides.
But it's harder to go to most athletes of us. We come from inner city. We come from poor communities. It's easy to go outside and run. Doesn't cost nothing.
Right.
Soccer players, if you got a ball, we'll make up these 2 trees at the goal. Right. It costs nothing.
Right.
But when there's like stuff, is why you don't see a ton of black golfers. It's like there's stuff that's involved. And I go like, these things get expensive, so not everybody has access to them. This is my thought.
I know.
As far as like the basic, like why there's not a ton of people who
I believe if you do a poll with every human in the United States and ask what race is the most athletic, right? It's going to be high black. Yeah. Right. So there has to be something that, like, what's the origin of why black people avoid I can't say avoid, or don't have the access to swimming pools, and it is come down to resources. Because you can definitely tell like the type of Olympic sports. It's like there's no black people here. Like I've never thought about bouldering.
Okay.
Boulder, rock climbing. I never thought about the curling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have access to that. We don't have that sort of like interest of it because we never heard of it.
Well, they're also ice sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, where you gonna play this at? I mean, we've never seen it, but I go like, yeah, bro, if you live in a place like Canada, there's a bunch of ice. I don't know if Canada is popular in curling, but
right.
Iceland, Greenland, it's got to be like people who are just sitting around throwing a little thing into another part,
right?
And they're being like, yeah,
this is
right.
sport. We gotta make this a thing. But here's the thing, though. There has been token black people in America for years, like O.J. Simpson's kids, right? they have been hanging out with white people for years, and I'm sure with all the black celebrities from the 60s, 70s, 80s, they could have children that just happen to be in the area of a swimming pool to learn, have the opportunity to swim.
They probably did, but for them to have the work ethic to be Olympic status, that's a different conversation.
But as I'm not saying, I'm not pinpointing one family, but there's hundreds of thousands of black people who happen to be in white environments because they say, yeah, that's what we learned lacrosse because that was at my school. You know what I'm saying? So I never heard of lacrosse.
Yeah, I didn't. So I went to high school.
Right. I didn't know it then.
Oh, they had it in my high school.
Yeah.
Just when I first time I saw an indoor pool. I said, y'all got these inside? This is crazy.
Yeah, just like Franz said, golf is expensive. Some expensive sports, but white people like, this is how we get in. This is how we take over.
I mean, hockey's expensive. There's a lot of gear.
Yeah.
I remember football being just hand-me-down stuff.
Yeah. You ever played on a team where everything was different colors and different helmets, different practice jerseys?
I remember like if it wasn't for parents donating and giving stuff, and then like that was the bigger thing. It was like when I see these kids out here doing fundraisers for equipment, I go like, I get it, bro.
Yeah, here's $1.50. That's all I got, brother.
I remember in high school we would get like the hand-me-down stuff. I'm like, who shoulder pads?
Yeah,
helmet.
I definitely had some shoulder pads that didn't clip up in the middle. They were just loose, like a loose titties.
And you can hear you coming too. They be rattling around.
You ever play like I played on a Pee Wee team? They just said try to get one of your parents' biggest white T-shirts.
Put it over.
Put it over the shoulder pads.
That's how it was.
That's how it was, man. And then they just on a Sharpie, they put numbers on the back.
And some kids never even had the shirts.
Yeah. I can't afford that $5.99. Yeah. I can't afford that $5.99, man.
Hey, they be the best ones though.
Yeah. Abs all out. Like, why you got hair on your stomach already? You 12.
They grow up early with you.
When I get off, I gotta go to work.
When you're young and from the hood, you grow up really fast. I got a chance to grow up really slow. My parents.
What is something that you did as a kid? It's like, yeah, I had no business doing this. As in,
like now I think about walking to the store.
Yeah.
You know, did you hear about this lady who the cops came and tried to arrest her? I don't know if they did or not for her child walking to the store.
Right, a mile away. Yeah.
I was like, man, we be everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, where I grew up, there was like there was a river, and then there was like these woods that we used to go hang out and play in, all the time. Like we were still very much in the city.
Right.
But it was very, in the neighborhood, but it was just woodsy right there.
If you had a bike, there was no limit. There was no limit. It was beating the sun down.
I remember me and James, my buddy James. We remember the point we got to. We thought it was lame to have bikes, so we just walked everywhere.
It's lame.
Because at first we was like, yeah, we got these bikes, and then we got to like, let's go high school. We look like kids on bikes. Yeah. We would just walk everywhere.
Yeah, bikes are like parking, as in you gotta either watch for somebody stealing it.
Yeah. You
ain't gonna have no sort of chain or to lock it up.
Yeah, no, bikes was freedom.
Yeah. Bikes is terrifying. You be like, yeah, let's have fun. And the whole time you keep watching your bike, see somebody you playing basketball like.
Hey,
Those are our bikes over there. Oh, I thought somebody left from the last game.
he got him in his hand. These are yours. My bad little guy.
You ever stole somebody's bike before?
No, I had my bike stolen.
Yeah.
I haven't had one since. I was 5th grade.
Yeah?
Yep, this cat came in our garage, stole my bike, and I remember I saw him right off, and I've never even bought a bike since.
Yeah.
I'm too scarred.
As an adult, I had my bike stolen.
Why is that funny?
and I was working at the Staples Center. For MTV's VMAs, Movie Awards, one of them. And I was riding my bike from Western to Staples Center. So it was a good ride, good workout, back and forth, right? And then my homeboy was like, "Hey, where do you live? You ride the bus all the time?" Yeah. And he's like, "I'll take you home. I live that direction." So for the longest, I had my bike like chained up near the Staples Center, and he would take me to work, take me back, take me to work, and I was like, "Dude, I ain't rode my bike in a week, so let me go back and check on it." Yo, everything gone, and I was like, I don't know what day it was. Yeah, it was like, I was like, y'all got cameras here. Your
bike was like, "Why you don't love me?"
Yeah.
Why you don't want me, man?
Yeah.
Why you don't
want me, man? Yeah.
Nah, you pretty much gave your bike away.
Pretty much, man. But in my head, I was like, they got security 24 hours.
And then your homie's like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. I got a new job. I can't even take you to work no more."
Yeah.
Can you take me to the bike shop?
Yeah. You know what it was is he had a day off and I had to work, so I guess I was riding my bike home. So that's what it was. He's like, I'm not, to give you a heads up, I'm not working tomorrow, so you should ride your bike home. So yeah, way back here. Like, yeah, absolutely. I came back, I was like, no. It was like 9 p.m. And this was maybe 2009, 8, 10, one of them. I had to walk back.
I already look at them bus schedules. I can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's up, Reggie? What's up, Big Sis Chris? What's up, France? I said already. What's up, Spice? What's up, Moya? What's up, Fresco? What's happening alive?
Why does everybody have these accents you doing?
What accent? Fresco?
Moyo?
I don't think I did that with Moya.
France?
I was thinking of a German. France.
Yeah. That's Russian, right?
France?
Yeah. No, I think
that's German.
Yeah.
Russian's like the pierogies. Rigatoni. All right, that's Italian.
Why does rigatoni sounds like Tony that does reggae? Right?
Reggaeton.
Yeah, that's like called it reggaetoni.
What do you when somewhere you was like, "Yeah, man, can I get a reggaeton?"
Oh, why'd your voice change too? Is it racist?
Yes.
By you doing that accent, right? Because you could just sound like them, but you don't have to do that.
I was born this way.
Yeah, like when you do the voice, is that an impersonation or is that doing a stereotypical Russian accent?
For one, I don't care, but two, I don't know.
Let's flip it.
Okay.
It smells like, can you talk American? Talking to Russian. Oh, yo, yeah, I'm American, man. What's good? What's cat, man? What's hey, we're lit, we're rizzed out.
I'm like, what you be watching, dog?
That's what the Americans do, right?
Yeah.
That's what the Americans do. Hey, we risen. Yeah. Yo, boy.
If you're on TikTok, yeah, you nailed all that.
You like Canal looks like, yo, we don't talk like that. Like, y'all, you keep saying kazoo type. You keep saying reggaeton. What is that all about?
Kazoo type.
Yo, I want to eat a whole bunch of food and hamburgers and pizza. I don't have a culture. I'm an American.
There's Germans going bless you. So why do you say it like that? It's the American way to say it. People go salud. Why? It's only good if it's funny, bro.
It's only good if it's funny.
It's not racist if it's funny.
But what if they do an actually good accent, but it's outdated slang?
Is it funny?
Yeah.
As long as it's funny, man, you get the pass of a lifetime, bro.
You hear saying something like, "It's like you go to a Russian person. Can you do an American accent?" He's like, "Let me think. My dad grew up in America in the 70s. Give me a pound on the side that's brown. Good job, turkey. Come on.
I would be dying. That would be great.
Oh man, you ever had some chitlins?
I would love it. You jive talking.
Far out.
I'd be like, I need to hear you say all that in your Russian accent.
You were like, you do realize those are outdated slangs.
Say what? I would need that in a Russian accent. You drive turkey.
What are some old terms that you want to bring back? Fresh?
I love fresh. I was so sad when tight came in and fresh went out.
Yeah.
That's tight. I was like, it's not fresh anymore? No.
Yeah. I remember when tight. Oh, that's tight. Remember. Oh, that's sweet. Ooh, that's sweet. Ooh, clean is still current.
I loved fresh so much.
Yeah.
So
do you remember Busted? That's Busted.
Yeah, I feel like the new generation has it now too, though.
No, Busted.
Oh, Busted. Oh, but something was like whack.
Yeah, that's Busted.
Yeah.
Do you remember this? Oh, corn.
Nah.
Something was corny?
Nah, we didn't do that.
Yeah, that's corn.
Did y'all have perping?
Yeah, like you actually perpetrating.
But what did y'all use it for?
As in you're faking the funk.
We had it if you were wearing, like, let's say you had on Nike socks and like Adidas shoes, you were perping.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know where that ever came from, but if you would mix clothing for whatever reason, he was perping. He was like, yo, you out here perping, bro. How you gonna be wearing the Nike shirt with the Adidas hat, bro? Out here perping. I never knew as a kid where it came from. I just remember it was.
I thought perping was like you're lying about your truth.
I mean, I don't know. I just remember. You remember that Moyo? Perping was I was always like, you perping, bro? You out here perping? Yeah, you perping. You be like, why is this a thing? It was good time. I'm trying to remember what other slang was going. Exactly how we used it here in Detroit. Yeah, that was the thing. Perpetrating a Nike customer when you really need a salary.
What I actually appreciated, and I didn't understand why they made a big deal out of it, was the off-brand Nike stuff where it was like a Chinese knockoff that was like Air. Hold on, what was it? Because it's Nike Air and Air Nike. Which one is it?
Oh, great question. I think it's Air Nike, right?
Well, I know it's Air.
Nike Air. It was Nike Air.
It's Nike Air, but it's Air Jordans.
Okay.
So Air Nike was a brand in Dayton, right? So everybody was like, "That's a knockoff." I was like, "What are you talking about? It's everywhere." And I did not know if you reverse the name, it's a different brand. So I was like, "Why are y'all making fun of this whole idea? It's Air Nike. What are you talking about?" No, it's Air Jordans and Nike Air. And then the Jordan symbol was on toilet. He was like a layup.
Doing a finger roll.
Not even knowing that this was all brand. And my mom convinced me. My mom convinced me that Jordanch was Jordans. You ever seen Jordan shoes?
Yeah, I remember those.
Jordanch. Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to think of, like, I remember growing up, we used to say, what was the air you out if you wanted to fight you or something like that, or like just air you out, bro.
Yeah.
What was that? I don't know if anybody ever says that anymore. If that's just a Lansing thing.
I'm really upset you ain't got the corn thing, dude. Corn, beef, and cheddar. Mix it all together.
We might usually go like corny, but it was never like
and somebody's like, yeah, and then he had a red hat on. Corn.
If anything was whack or trash.
Mm-hmm.
Trash been around a long time.
Yeah. You ever heard
garbage?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get a trifling. I'm trying to get another whack is still current. Whack has been going on for a long time.
No, man, you be looking around and be scaring me. Because when you look that way, I see you look this way. So I see you look at the door. Right? You look that way? Yeah, I see you looking at the door. I'm like, oh, what? Every time I panic.
You know what would be great for content, but terrifying for us is somebody did Get on the motherfucking ground, niggas. Hold on.
You look at this.
We like this, like, strip. Look, we're live. Strip.
What if you look that way and I look this way though? Get on the motherfucking floor. You know what, bro? If somebody calls live on a podcast trying to like rob us,
Right?
That having a strip is mad.
And then we were like, can we cut the live? No.
Oh, the camera's on?
We were trying to cut it off. No! What? Hands up. Take your clothes off. Can we get off camera, please?
Yeah, I've been looking for your ass.
Can I please get off
camera?
camera?
Yeah, I'm on your live. Let me see you twerk. Cheek to cheek.
Can we please get off the live? No! Get closer to the camera. They watch this long like this.
Yeah, y'all got a podcast, huh? Let me subscribe. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, y'all got some views. Okay.
I'm having fun with this.
Yeah. Let me see how I'm gonna get y'all some more followers a day. Bump y'all meet next to each other. What kind of robber is this?
Can we please cut the live off? No.
Or if you had a robber who was just kind of like, no, actually, I'm putting this on my page now.
You subscribe what?
Yeah, I have a page where I go to different places and I rob people and see what I can get them to do before I leave. I don't actually take nothing.
Imagine do a ski mask go. Like, how y'all doing, y'all? I'm gonna log y'all out real quick and log in on mine.
Y'all can go over to robbing niggas for fun.
We in our little our boxers, our Joe boxer with the little hearts tied up.
Yeah, with the hearts. I'll be like, all right, well, okay.
He said, somebody hit the super chat.
Oh, shoot me in the foot. Oh, somebody please. Just give me $10.
Let me tell you something, man. I cannot do torture.
Yeah.
Like, at first, here's I had this discussion with 12 earlier today. Do you think you can not buckle on pressure? As in, somebody was like say for instance, it's your crew, right? Mm-hmm. Keon clearly has done something, right? He said, hey, here's some money at your house. All right, here, don't do anything. Stick it already breaking. Stick it already broke. Oh shit. Mm-hmm. And they come to your house and is like, did someone drop some money off here? And we have a reason to believe that the person who stole the money, robbed this bank, had dropped some money up here. The cell phone had pinged here.
Wait, is this the police?
Yeah, came to your house. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Somebody came and dropped some money off. Here you go.
So you go to admit it and say, it's Keon.
It's the police, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got shit to live for. What are you talking about?
No, what I'm saying is, so They
gotta take you over his house.
So he drops it off at your house. Here's the thing. He drops it off at your house. And then they find it and they were like, grab him. Not you. They like grab DC, right? They just grab like, come on, get him. It's like, hey, would you be like, no, it wasn't him. It was Keon.
This is the police, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
They mistakenly grabbed.
That's just here's his real name. Say it.
So you just go.
You're talking about the police.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, the truth comes out.
So we had this discussion as if, would you be like, I'm out of it, I'm gonna let the justice handle it, or you be like, let me save the day and allow
the police are at my house? Yeah,
Keon, your whole crew's at the house right now. Keon rushes your house, say, hey, here, hide this money. We're gonna sit here 6 hours until the smoke clears. You hear the helicopters coming around, and and then they were like, we found the money. And it was like, grab him. And it's like, DC. You're like, whoa, no, man, don't grab DC. It was Keon the whole time.
Hey, man, listen. By the time they go, hey, man, I'm going to hide some money here. Hell no. Not at where my family's at? Absolutely not.
You immediately ratting.
Yes. We're not even getting, that part is not even happening in the house. Like, I gotta hide some money. Hey, man, go take that shit.
Well, he won't say money. He just rushes in with a bag. He's like, hey, can you use the restroom real quick?
Okay, well, different story. Then I don't know.
Right. And then he's like, "Oh, he like this. What's the game on?"
Yeah. Then now the police came. It's like somebody running in the back. Yeah, Keon's bags in the bathroom. Check that. Yeah. See what's happening, man.
And then they be like, "This was a prank, man. To see how loyal you was, Chaz, man. Golly, we know you're gonna break that quick."
I'm loyal to my family first. My mom and daughter and wife are in here. What are we talking about? The family's in here.
Yeah. The awkward feeling when you see it's a prank. I
ain't gonna feel bad at all.
I snitched on everybody. Huh?
I did. You goddamn right. My family is here. We're at my house. We're different. This is a different game if we're at the crib.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like, I'm just like, dude, police could come here and do a shootout. Whatever can happen.
Yeah.
Some thugs are looking for this money.
Right.
People die over money.
I wanna hear a private, tough nigga, like a street thug getting talked to and getting compromised. Like, listen, man, I can take you in right now. And there's like, you see like a little camera on him. He's like, all right, listen, bro. He's like, listen, I can't say this for my friends, but it was definitely Titus. It's Titus. His name is T-Dog, right? So can you make this look like they just randomly figured this out? And he's like, yeah, we can do this, bro. He's like, I'm not going to jail, am I? It's like, if you hadn't do it, you good. Cool, I'm good. Can I go out the back door? And they be like, listen, it's a prank, bro. Is the camera right there? Time to put y'all up to this.
Hey, listen, man, I can't go back to them.
You start crying like, please.
I can't go back.
Scrap the camera, man. They don't need to see.
This was my last time snitching. I got 2 strikes over here.
Please don't put this online.
Yeah, man, there's a good time to snitch.
Yeah.
When we're talking about it, depends on what it is and what's happening. I mean, I think me and Tony talked about this before. If it was like a certain amount of money, but like Tony said, "Hey man, listen, when you get out, $5,000 for you.
Mm-hmm.
How much time I got to do?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's one of those things. If I'm taking a fall for you or whatever it is, but I go like, I got a whole family now.
Yeah.
I can't just be out here doing dirt.
If obviously your daughter has the strength to stab somebody, right?
Yeah.
So what if there was a police dog? Look. There was a police dog that ran inside your house, and then all three, your mom, your daughter, and your mom was like, all their hands was red, like, and he was like, I don't know what happened. He's like, one of y'all did it when you try to like solve the crime. Like, all your hands is red. This is an officer of the law.
I'm blaming the baby.
You're like, it was my daughter, y'all. Take her.
Is it? Say you can. But listen.
You can get off a lot easier. It was an accident.
They're not gonna do shit to you. Killing a police dog. The rest of us?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta blame the baby for that.
And then Neil was like, it was me. Shut up! No, I don't want my baby to go. She's not.
Because kids, man, they'll tell the truth.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Hey.
I'm a big girl. I can do it. I am strong. Shut up.
You got to bribe with, listen, you have candy every single day for the rest of your life, whatever you want. Really? Yeah, it was really mommy, but daddy told me to say I did it.
You look at the cop.
You have any of your own?
You trying to cover? You trying to make it relatable?
Yeah, you know.
Kids say the wildest things. You know, Tippy Haddish hosts that show, right? Bill Cosby too.
Yeah.
Not a good example, huh?
Oh yeah, you bring Cosby in there. It's like, yeah, my mother knew.
I don't know about snitching, man. I don't know. I like to play it out, and I'll use my truth as a joker.
I saw I'm not a huge fan of Charleston White, all right, but I saw him do the telling of the difference between snitching and telling or something.
Yeah,
like that. But he was like, snitching is me and you both decided to do a crime and I rat you out, right? And say you did it. He said that's snitching. He's like, telling is I saw this person doing this illegal thing that can detriment my community in the future.
That's a bar.
He said that part is telling, or if I'm about being blamed for something I didn't do.
Right.
It's like if me and you knew we were committing a crime and I snitched on you, that's snitching.
Yeah.
If I had nothing to do with that, you was like, here, hold this. I ain't holding that. Like, I'm telling.
Yeah, that's a bar.
So I'm not even mad at it, bro.
Yeah, I get it. I definitely can be real on that.
Yeah, I go like, yeah, man. What's this got to do with me? I'm supposed to take the fall, man. Imagine if somebody comes over to your crib. If I just brought 800 pounds of coke, right? It's a lot of coke.
Yeah.
If I brought 10 pounds, it's a lot of coke to bring in.
Sure.
And it's just in my backpack, and I leave my backpack, right? Police swarm, they find this 10 pounds of coke in your backpack, right? Now you have to say, it's not mine. Right?
Yeah.
And so now they're going to do a whole investigation. But can I expect you to say, not Chaz? Chaz didn't do it? It is mine.
I would do, I don't know. I have clients all the time. Maybe you should check the cameras. I'll let them solve the crime. I got cameras, so you can just check the cameras and figure it out on your own.
The way you look,
Chaz, they fucking found the cameras.
Why'd you let them get to the cameras? Like
they damn near had an affidavit. I don't even know what that means. They had a warrant.
I got a warrant that fast.
They are, man. They're good. AI. They got me. AI? They had some paper rolled up. They said I got a warrant. And I should have read it.
How do you look at a warrant and tell it was real? Like if somebody, you have a warrant, here you go.
Well, then there's a false. There's a false like entrance because you didn't get actually a search warrant.
Yeah, but by that time you done came in. I might get off the case a year or two later when they actually let me out. But how would you know? I couldn't see a search warrant like. Let me see the judges.
Are cops vampires? They only allowed to come in if you're invited, right?
Right? Aren't they?
Yeah, because I've seen cops come inside people's houses, but they are not allowed to search anything, right? They can't unless they have reasonable cause for a crime, right?
I don't know. I heard there's a new law. I don't know if it's nationwide, but they're supposed to be able to. They have to ask you. I mean, they have to tell you why they pull you over first now. So if they pull you over, they'll be like, hey, I pulled you over because X, Y, Z, instead of doing that horse shit before when they would be like, can I get you? You're like, dude, why are you pulling me over? Can I get your license and can you tell me why you're pulling me over? Can I get your license and registration? And then they'll be like, you're speeding. You couldn't just say that shit?
Right.
They would tell like that.
Why can't I act like I'm deaf?
I guess you could, but you'd have to be able to respond to them in some way, huh?
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
No, I was like this.
Okay.
What? And then if I get off, he's like, the thing is, he knows sign language. My wife knows sign language. Shit.
Like, yeah, like you blind too. What were you doing driving?
He put braille in my hands like,
oh, shit.
It's Russian sign language.
And my fingertips are burnt as a child. I'm
paralyzed
I can't feel anything.
I'm paralyzed.
Oh. There's a certain, I don't know, can you drive and be completely deaf?
Yes.
Isn't there a certain level of hearing you have to have or you don't?
That's a great question. Okay, Google. Can you drive hearing impaired?
On the website amzn.to, they say, deaf and hard of hearing drivers follow the same application and licensing process as hearing drivers. The only difference is that they must contact the DMV and inform them of their
got your license plate or your license.
The DMV may then place a restriction on their license, requiring either full view mirrors or a hearing aid.
So you gotta have the driver's license. They're like, yeah, I heard it. Give me a license.
So you have to have a hearing aid or full. What do you say? Full what mirrors? There's different kinds of mirrors you can get.
Sure, maybe 3D mirrors.
3D mirrors.
One blue, one red.
You see, there's some genius out there who made this thing where when you talk, it would go into sign language for people. Like it was like it would light up. And, you ever hear?
I seen the glasses like that.
Oh, maybe they were glasses.
Yeah.
People are so smart. I can't do shit.
I mean, AI is that technically from our podcast.
What do you mean?
It automatically reads captions for us.
Yeah, but it's not like doing it in sign language. Like it's showing.
Why do it in sign language? You're actually going to do caption.
What do you mean?
If I'm talking to you and you're a deaf person, they can have glasses that can actually just read off captions.
Well, who wants to read something when they can just sign language to you?
Stupid.
How's that stupid?
Versus reading an actual words versus
That's got
faster sign language.
It's got to be faster to read sign language than letters coming across, isn't it? Or is it the same?
I'm sure. You ever see somebody the delay on somebody doing sign language because it's so many things they gotta type right out. But when it comes to a sentence, you can get a whole chunk out before going to the next line. Going to sign language, they'd be like sweating. You ever heard somebody doing sign language? They make no noise like well. You ever heard that before? Like, bah. Yeah.
No, I'm a fast reader, Twill. I'm just wondering, sign language is like, doesn't that be faster to read a sign language than reading a sentence? I don't know. Wouldn't it be like, oh, do instead of being like, oh, okay.
I know this is. Hold on. This is five. No. This is student or something, learner. Or something like that. So, just imagine saying,
there's a big old scam with people doing sign language, right? You seen those things?
Yeah.
Where there's people just doing gibberish.
Yeah.
You just like.
The thing is, I did sign language. I did sign language in high school, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't stick around with me because I didn't have nobody to talk to.
Okay.
For our final, we had to do a song, and I remember me and my homeboy, we did Notorious Big's Player Hater.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was doing super fast songs, and I was like, we're gonna do some super fast. It's like Player Hater.
Smart.
Turn your head round, lay on the ground. You've been robbed. Yeah, super slow. Everybody was doing first I was afraid. I was like, man, y'all going way too fast. Mocha God.
What's up? What say? What up, Dion and Old Dirty Chester? What's up, bro? I was just listening to Old Dirty Bastard's album the other day, randomly.
Let me tell you something now. Very bad.
What?
Never invested in any Wu-Tang anything.
Okay.
I know.
Right.
I said it's very bad. I gave you the disclaimers.
Let's just move on.
I'm sure if I go through your Rolodex, there's some sort of artist I never invested into. Some major artists. I'm sure I could probably list off some artists you never invested into. You ready?
Let's just
okay, exactly.
Right.
I do want to invest into the Wu-Tang show. See if I can get. Did you watch it?
Mm-hmm.
Was it good? The 3 seasons?
Mm-hmm. They did a great job.
Yeah. Did all the members be excited about the idea of it?
I don't know.
Some people they portrayed my character wrong.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how they felt about it.
Yeah.
But you got to ignore them. The people be like, I hate what they. Yeah, it's good entertainment. You eat my popcorn.
Yeah. I feel like if I have a biopic, the 10 people that I'm really, really close with can create an incredible story.
Okay.
But everybody don't know my entire story. I'm I can't give you too much.
Well, would you do the thing where you go leave all the bad stuff out? Or
no.
Would you do the one where you go hey man, give me that raw.
I need the raw pause. If I'm super successful, hey, this is what I had to go through, man. When you was you smoke crack, I did. But now I'm a multi-millionaire.
Still smoking crack.
The best of the best.
You can take the crack out the player.
Yeah.
I'm thinking who would be the person to tell my story completely. I feel like I've been in so many different places. I don't know one person that would be I guess it's also how people see you.
Yeah.
That would be the terrible part.
Right. Because if I tell my story, I'm going to give you the most nicest, watered down, very gentlemanly person that you can imagine. It's not even a fun story to watch.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get that grimy, when I used to buy prostitutes nightly, I used to with a toothpick and a top hat on. I'm smoking a toothpick. because I was afraid to smoke it. I gotta get that grimy version of.
You ever bought a prostitute?
I did. I haven't told you the story before.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where were you?
Where was in life?
Yeah, like what area?
Oh, my very first time buying a prostitute. Please don't make this a soundbite. I hate you, dude.
My very first time in this case.
I'm not telling you this story, man. I don't want this to be a soundbite. I hate you, dude. You find
My very first.
Like this nigga has a problem. Not like I mean it's like the very first time I had a chili cheese dog. Shut up, Twilla. She said also wearing a shirt that says God is on my side.
Oh no! He said Deion sat back in his rocking chair. He sat back and done his corn pipe. The very first time, like,
gather round, children, zip it, listen.
Let me tell you about a tale.
I'm glad you asked. Funny you asked this story. This is my anniversary, actually.
Oh boy!
I hate you, dude.
You said my very first time.
Nope, not telling that story.
Oh my stomach is hurt.
Mocha God said this is the origin story of Purpose got a bad rap. I gotta justify it.
Oh, all right.
Boy.
Let's go through this.
You gotta make a please don't make a soundbite compilation.
Oh. I have a lot of those.
You gotta get on the live, Dominic. Dominican.
What's up? He said who? What's up, yo?
Come over here. Said what we laughing about.
Oh, I see you on the line. Oh man.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Give us a story, man.
So
catch my breath.
So the origin story, God, yo, what up? The origin story is my homeboy Corey used to drive us from work and to my house, and every time I drive past this neighborhood on Paul Ernst Dunbar and Broadway, it was always these like prostitutes, like in this little strip, right?
Okay.
And they was always like, fast. It was always skimpy skirts and bikini tops in the dark, like,
prostitute uniforms.
Yeah, right
under the lamp,
right under a light, right?
Oh, it's called the heat lamp.
Yeah. So for the longest, we used to always like tease them, like, how much? And she was like, $20. All right, next time we just drive off, right? That was the thing we did as kids. Like we're 16, 17 doing this with adult women, right? And then as soon as I got my car, I said, I'm gonna buy me one. And when I say I was nervous the whole time, like, so how much for some sex? $20 for you?
You think you was a cop or nothing?
$20, like, first time, drove off. I said, I can't break 100. She tried to find an excuse to get out of there. And then I was like, I'm gonna do this, man. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I think it was maybe like a junior and like maybe a junior in high school or something like that. I had my Dodge Shadow, the car. And so when I picked her up, I'm shaking the whole time. And I was like, this woman had to be like 35, 40. shaking the whole time like, so you got like a spot? No, you got a spot? I was like, no. Just pull it right here. Okay, cool. It's like, all right. She's like super like comfortable.
Yeah, not her first rodeo.
Yeah. And I'm like just the whole time like
she's on a podcast somewhere like, you know, my very first time picking up John. Oh.
And yeah.
Okay.
And the whole time I nervous.
Did y'all go in the back seat?
No, I got out the car.
Okay.
And so you got the money? Shaking. Because I was like, this is so odd. And gave her the money and
she just ran.
Huh?
She just ran.
Yeah, I couldn't get hard.
Okay.
She gave me head with a condom on.
Okay.
And then she's like, hurry up. And she bent over and was like,
did you get it up?
I mean,
you just mushed it in there?
After she topped me off, I got hard, and then it was cold. It was like fall. It was cold out there, and she had no energy, as in no enthusiasm, as in like hurry up. She's like come on, it's cold out here.
So y'all were outside on
outside, bent over my hood.
Okay, and just in the alley.
Yeah, in a bandit outside, and super. It was super transactional. She was just like, all right, you ain't got to drop me off. Like, she's like, I can walk from here. Because we just went around the corner. It was like, I picked her up here and we drove. It was like a little alley right there. She's like, you good? And I was like, all right. And I was just like, this is my first, like, pretty much one night stand, like, real quick. And I was just like,
did you feel like the whore you are?
I felt like,
you felt like the whore.
As the man, I felt like that was quick. That was odd.
What did you think was going to happen?
As in, this was the first time.
You're gonna say like, this is magic.
Listen, during this time, I've had sex with maybe like 3 or 4 girls. Mm-hmm. But this is like a relationship. As in, like, I know these girls. Mm-hmm. This is the first time she didn't ask my name. So I was like, this is odd. As in. Transaction over. No receipts, no high five, no kid and play, no chest bump. She walked off and I was like, wow, this could be a thing.
You just in the dark pulling your condom off.
And I watched a wide shot of me walking to her like, come back. Come back. I was like Rose from Titanic. Come back.
It was just some dark dude in the alley, like, yeah, nice one, buddy.
He said, you lasted longer than the other ones.
I used to be married to her. Johnny!
Yeah.
Come back.
It's like, good thing you had the condom on. She gave me herpes Tuesday.
But guess what? Herpes getting better. I was like,
that's like it. So you can't have sex with herpes.
Oh man, you are a slut.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah. And then that was a start.
So how many more after?
I don't even want to talk about the amount. It got bad.
No.
Because now it was like, oh, this is better than jacking off.
That's an expensive bus off.
Yes, sure. But
this is $20 in the early 2000s.
Inflation is incredible. Inflation.
Yeah, high school student with $20. Like it
was great.
Take some money to spend. You got to be working for this money. Just taking your allowance your mom gives you, tricking it off.
Even though this is statutory rate, and I paid for it. Mm-hmm. Underage, having sex with these older women, I felt powerful.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I felt powerful.
Okay.
As in like, a adult woman, get in this car and pleasure me.
So did you start rolling up with more confidence?
I did. Mm-hmm. I started coming. Then I started inviting other friends, not to run a train, but as in, hey, this is what I do. They're like, word? These adult women?
Oh my God. What? This is getting worse. Hey, other underage fellow friends of mine.
But again, not thinking this was like illegal and nasty, dirty, sacred. Not even thinking. I was just thinking like this is an adult woman that I'm telling, hey, do this.
So the next time you rolled up, same girl?
No, I never doubled up.
Okay.
I never doubled up.
How many prostitutes were around?
Man, so once I started telling friends, I got, another street got them too.
Oh my God.
I was like, all right, let me diversify my short portfolio. But then
your whole folio.
Yeah. So
nice.
then I got in the church.
Okay.
I got in church my senior year and all that stopped, right?
Okay.
So
until
I got you until went to college.
Sex was free again.
Yep. Sex was free with my girl. And then I came out in LA, didn't have sex for a whole 9 months. I was like, give my life to Christ.
Nice.
I'm never gonna have sex again until I find the one. And I don't know if I've never told anybody this, but I can't say it, Chaz.
Where are you?
I'm not doing it, Chad.
We're already here now.
Under investigating Joe, what's going on? This is gonna stop right there. I'll stop. Thank you, Twills. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. But yeah, it just let's just oh damn it, Dana.
What?
Damn, my friend in here. She's a judgmental person. Yeah. So let's just say when I worked at the Roosevelt,
okay,
and I was getting like $150 cash a night as a bellman.
Yeah. What part of LA is this?
It's in Hollywood.
Okay.
This was in Hollywood, and having that sort of cash on hand, it was just like
took you back to
it. Took me back, man. It took me back. I was like, oh, I have access. I have access.
Oh
yeah. And then another thing.
And now you had a place.
What, a hotel?
Yeah.
No, I could have, but I'll tell you about the sequel. The sequel. The second hotel was chaotic.
Oh Lord.
Roosevelt was pretty tight knit. It was a very secure hotel in Hollywood. I remember there was a girl who I was helping them with their bags up to their room. And again, this was 21-year-old Dion. Still kind of, stocky, thin, limber, tall. And it was like these 4 girls had like a little bachelorette party, right? And they were like, you got to go right now. I was like, I'm still working. Like, what time do you get off? I was like, 9 o'clock. And it was like, come back afterwards. Come back. I was like, I can't, man. And it was like, well, who's going to stop you? We ain't going to say nothing. I was like, and when I tell you I was in my car till like 10 o'clock, I'm like, I can go back. I stayed in there and I was like, the thing is, they had my number. And I was like, they call me, I'm going back up there. And I was just like, and I had just, I've been at the job. I was at that job for like, I was at the job for a total of like 3 years. Best job I had in my life to this day. But I was there at that job for like 5 months. And I was like, I can't lose this job, dude. I was like, I can't. I was like, this could be the way. It could be like a rape charge. It could be like a, that we saw you on camera going in the hotel after hours, and so I was like, I can't do it. I was like, but if they call me,
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. And they didn't call me, and I was like, I just drove home. When I say it's the best job I ever had, like I said, I literally had minimum $150 a day, just from cash.
Yeah.
Obviously, I got a paycheck from working there,
right. And
when I say just ballers, just for no reason. Hey, can you go across the street and give me some donuts? It's $50. Keep the change. And so it's just like right across the street. Yeah. Get whatever you want. I'm not getting what I want. I'm going to keep the cash. I'm gonna keep the change. So it was just like that ballerific, like sort of.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This Cadillac in the back of the leg. Yeah, we keep the change, baby.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm starting to feel like my prostitution story is getting looked frowned upon.
Why?
I told one of my homeboys my story. One of my comedian friends, we have a bond of our prostitution stories. I'll tell you who it is afterward. And we talk about it all the time. And we actually was exchanging like, yo, you should go over here. This is where it's at. They got discounts. You ever had a happy ending before?
No.
You ever heard of happy ending?
Yeah.
He set me up with that.
I'm always way too scared to ask. Like because that would be the day they're raiding the place and I'd be in there like, man, come on.
Yeah. You don't ask. You don't ask.
Okay.
This is what it was. So you go in with a cover charge, right?
To a massage place?
A massage place.
So the cover charge.
Yeah. Have you heard of damn it. Marty's. Not Marty's, damn it. I can't think of the name. There's on Fountain and Sunset. There's a little coffee shop. I can't think of the damn name. But it was a
Fountain and Sunset run the same way.
No, I'm sorry. Fountain and Vine.
Okay.
Right across from that Pollo Loco.
Okay.
There was a coffee shop which is an open mic right there.
Okay.
So we was all comedians would sign up, like, to do open mic. And then when our time wasn't up, there was right in that plaza, Bliss Cafe. There you go. Bliss Cafe.
Bliss.
Yeah. So that little plaza right next to where you park at, there was a massage place up top. So if you went you was 13 in, you can get like a quick 30-minute massage, right? So my boy was like, yo, I'm gonna hook you up with a massage. My treat, right? And then she already had told him to give him the special, right? So the whole thing is they create like this fantasy of like I'm just giving you a massage, but I'm actually attracted to you. So they're massaging you and they're like, oh. And you just like you on your back like wow, you're strong.
So you didn't know this going in?
No. Did not know what was happening. And the whole time they're in the other room like I can't wait to hear the story. So, oh wow, you buff, you strong. Oh, you rubbing on certain parts is like, so you in your head you look like, I know she shouldn't be doing this, but I'm not gonna stop her. So she's doing stuff, and I'm so sorry, I just never seen something so big before. I never seen something like, oh, I black guy too. And then she's like, I could possibly lose my job if I move forward with this. So can you pay me an extra 40 and I can kind of finish the job for you? Oh, yeah. So afterwards, I went to my boy like, you ain't gonna believe this.
He was like, oh yeah.
He said, what happened? The whole time he's in here, what happened? I was like, dude, this girl did blah blah blah. This. He said, yeah, she's incredible. I'm like, what do you mean? This happened? Like, nigga, this is what they do here. This is what they do. I was like, I thought it was a massage table. This is a cover up, man. Like, if you like, hey, stop that. They will give you. they will actually finish the massage. But it's the whole fantasy of like a character, as in like she'll walk on your back, she'll do the actual massage, but then something like slightly slide like. I should have touched that. I should have touched that. And now if you're on your back, you know what I'm saying, she start to see things, and you be like, oh, she rubbing part on your balls. Oh my god, you be like, I was asleep. I didn't know what you was doing. I didn't know what you was doing, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the beat off? for $40?
No.
The whole smash?
The whole thing, yo.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
The whole kit and caboodle.
Kit and caboodle.
Oh
Yeah.
baby.
This is how I knew it was a setup.
Raw?
No, man, no. That's what I was gonna say. This is how I knew it was a setup because she already had.
I just happened to have a.
She had a drawer. Had a drawer of condoms ready to go.
Oh boy, and raised no alarms, huh?
In my head, I was just like, this is her.
We're here now. Oh
Man,
man!
shut up, man. That's my friend, y'all. Chula said.
God is on my side, baby.
Damn it, man.
But you need these stories for the testimony.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
He delivered me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
You're not out here getting happy endings from random strangers who will probably have no choice but to do this.
Somebody holding a gun to Lax. Tell these stories. The thing is, Chaz is a punk. He don't be telling his crazy wild stories.
I'm gonna stand beside him. That's mine. I told you my stories. They're just not like that wild. I told you about the church choir. That's a known story. When I beat off the church robe during church. There's definitely a story out there. No?
While performing?
No, well, kind of. I was definitely in the. I've told this story on here.
I didn't hear it.
And I know I told it on Daddy Issues.
Okay, I didn't hear it.
And then
as you were in the choir with a church robe, you're jacking off in front of members and behind other choir members.
Never know because I was in the church robe, baby. It was like 13, 14. The piano player at the time had this purple low dress, and I remember she was banging on the key, and I was like, catching every note.
So it was right in front of you.
Oh, it was church this way, piano this way. I was like,
and you said, you went inside the robe like, oh, okay.
Pretend I was clapping.
Diabolical, yo. I never heard this story.
And then I hung
you
right
finished.
back up. Yep. And hung the robe up. It's dry cleaner's problem now.
Boy.
It's blessed. Don't worry about it.
Oh, so there was actually people in the church watching.
Oh, this was a Sunday service. This was a full day.
Sing like this, like, the
Chaz, your solos. Hold on. I told you the stranger on the Greyhound bus.
Yeah.
All right. That's a story out there.
I think you out trumping my freaky creepy stories.
They gotta be on par, bro.
Nah, man.
I wasn't going around randomly to prostitutes, but I get the church is a big one.
Listen. If somebody say, what's more wild? Dion buying a prostitute or Chaz jerking off in church with church members around him?
Yeah.
Or is it wild that Dion got a happy ending versus Chaz getting head on the Greyhound bus by a pink toe?
She wasn't pink toe.
Okay, who is she?
I don't know her name. Deborah. I have no idea what her name is. Also, I was 12, maybe. You know what I mean? I wasn't a responsible guy driving.
On the Greyhound?
No, I was 20 something.
Oh.
Young 20s. But yeah. I have my stories. I just don't have a lot. I don't. You just find new stories. Dion's endless stories. I don't have a ton of wild stories. I don't think. Anyways, I'm trying to think if there's any other thing that I've like done. I don't really think that I have.
The thing is, I have countless wild stories, but I pick and choose. This is a good time to talk about it. As in, this is too much.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like something else that I've done that's been like, wow, I don't have
Like,
a lot of.
And people in here, Twilla, I would say, yeah, Twilla knows a lot of my dark, crazy, wild stories, but it's usually including important people that's close to me that's gonna be harmed or hurt about around this.
Okay.
So I will, redact certain information.
Smart.
Some stories I do loosely tell the story and play around with the story idea and not make it so direct about this person.
Yeah.
That's it.
The first time.
Oh, the first time
he said the very first time.
Purchased a prostitute. I do want to tell the story though.
Give it to me.
Yeah. 2-for-1 special. A 2-for-1 special. So I'm out here in LA. All right. This is the nigga that jumped to 40. Golly. Yeah. So man, now I'm like, who's in here? I can't tell the story now.
How did that jump up to 40? We like, he jerked off where?
Yeah, okay, I can't talk about that now. Because he'd be like, who's in here? Somebody comes in your live. Hey. There's 150 people up in here. What's just happening?
The feds are in here.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Yeah. To Jesse, what up?
What up to Jesse? All right, what's the story?
All right, so got a girl, and so I was driving. This is 2003, and just had the cash from months ago, and I'm driving. I seen 2 girls on the corner, and hooking, and you try to play it off because I think prostitutes don't want to appear prostitutes, and obviously I was at this part, hey, where y'all going? Y'all know where? We're going with you. Let's go. Come on.
Was that smooth?
That's how you
want it to be.
Because you can play the role of I'm just want to help a person out. Because I think both directions, when it comes to being illegal, you can say, I did not know this was a prostitute. I did not know he was a cop.
Right.
So once you start to kind of know the business, you kind of like, where y'all going? Doing those numbers. Where y'all going? We're going with you. Okay, come on. Come on. So that's the generic version of how I started to kind of like call in prostitutes for this particular time.
Okay.
I'm driving and I see 2 girls and I said, hey, where y'all going? And they was like, they skipped past it. It was like, hey, I'm gonna go with him. Meet me at Florence and Crenshaw. And then she was like, oh God. And then me being arrogant, I was like, she can come too if she want. As in like, y'all gotta break up. Because I had picked her up maybe like Crenshaw and like Adams. And at the time I lived like Crenshaw and Slauson. So I was like going right around the corner. And picked her up and I'm like, you come too. So and I was like, and what I usually do, this is what I usually do. This is my game plan. At the time, listen, I know women were like, what? Head was $10.
Okay.
Head was $10.
Okay.
Right. So
inflation's gone.
I know. That's why when price started going up, I said, I'm out of here. So I both of them in the car. Again, they do this. So I'm getting topped off in my
so the other one's just in the back,
just watching, waiting. And apparently the girl was taking too long. Right? It's taking too long. Girl, we gotta go. She's like, he ain't coming. Right? And she's like, move. I'll take it from here. and I got a 2-for-1 special. And I was like, well,
the same time or you just switch?
Well, one was they were like in the same area,
Mm-hmm.
and I was standing, and then she was like,
"Is this outside your car again?"
No, I had my own place.
Okay.
Yeah.
You took it back to the crib?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was wild. Yeah, I was very good. Yeah, took it back, and then she was like, can you give my friend some? Because obviously she did. Yeah, I got you. Just so nice. And then you
get yourself.
Then you got that awkward. Can you take us back to but at that post nut, you be like, no.
You tell him no?
No. I do it. I
don't want to get. I gotta get back in the car.
Yeah.
I might as well just stay. And that's how I was roommates with two prostitutes for a year.
That's how I married my first wife. That's how
I
met your mother.
Oh, why old Lack? Oh man, I need some prostitute stories, man.
Oh boy,
I'm too far in the game now.
Yeah.
If I have a prostitute story, I lose a lot.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm married with a kid.
Oh, current? You can say I had. It could be like
I said if I started now, I was like, let me get my prostitute stories on.
I can get that divorced. I can make it happen.
This is like, oh well, this is.
I can
unexpected.
I can work a break. Hey, Mo, hey, yo, can you give him a break?
We were on a break.
Yeah.
That's funny.
If your wife told you, I need 6 months, you can do what you want to do. I need to do what I want to do. And then we come back, we never mentioned that 6 months. Would you do it?
Would I do what?
6 months of pretty much separation. Mm-hmm. I don't want to see you.
Are we in different places?
Yeah.
No, I probably would just work a lot like I was before.
Yeah.
I'm not what I call like a pussy crazy dude. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not going around like I gotta get some. I've never been like hung up on it. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm with somebody, then we make time for it. We want to, but I've never been like I gotta. Like there's people out there who be on the hunt. Yeah. You know, I've never been that guy.
Would you agree to the break though? So I just need 6 months. Just kind of just nothing of you. I want to miss you. I'm seeing you too much. I just need to get away. And I don't want to be in contact with you. Of course, we can talk about the children, the child and stuff, but I just need to separate. You get your own house.
You know what happens?
What?
I would just be moved on by then.
In 6 months?
Yeah, I would just be like, if you came back in and you were like, hey, and I'm like, oh man, I can't stop what I'm doing now. I have a routine. Mm-hmm. Your time allotted has been filled. Now I'm supposed to break up what I got going on. I got a system in place. Mm-hmm. I'm like, nah, I gotta. What if the break happened and I didn't miss her, and then it was just like, we have to end them.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous thing, bro. I don't know if you can give people like. There's people who'll walk off, they'll walk away and be like, they'll miss me when I'm gone. And some people don't get missed. They're like, you know what? I feel lighter.
Yeah. I lost weight.
My skin cleared up.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous zone to play with. Mm-hmm. Because if somebody's life gets better, you'd be like, it was me.
Yeah, I was the problem.
I was the problem.
Yeah. So Franz said it's 6 months too long. What is just right? What is like a week away, 3 days away?
Yeah, I mean it should be like a week to 2 weeks is a long time in like relationship, marriage, especially with the household stuff of like having a kid. Like there's a balance, right? Mm-hmm. I go like that's a long time, and then you should want like, you should be wanting your partner. You should be missing your partner, right? Mm-hmm. Like there's times where like. Even on those days, you might get tired of a person, but you still, want to be around them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or like, oh, if you get to that point where I can't wait till they get home, and then it's 6 months from now, I'd be like if you're not out in deployment fighting a war, like 6 months, I'm like, nigga, take the rest of your life. Like we're good here. Yeah, we're good. But if you came back from 6 months of war and the person didn't miss me, I'm like, hey, you better goddamn pretend. I lost a fucking foot out here.
Right. You better act like it.
I don't know how many comments we were behind. Chaz caught the unholy ghost. Hilarious. Unholy indeed. And they don't wash them robes for the next performance. Sure they do, guys. Spicy Side from your story. Yo says, she didn't know she married a creep. You don't try to tell the story. You try to justify any of this either way. Don't you try to justify this? What is it? Curious. What makes it a good time to talk about it? Do you have an answer?
Hmm?
She said, "What makes it a good time to talk about these stories?"
What I said? What we talking about?
This is what you said earlier. Like I picked the right time to talk about it. And she said, "What makes a good time to talk about it?"
I don't know why. If
it feels right. If the mood is right.
I don't know how we got here, but I feel like I enjoy finding the sour parts of my life. That's like that was wild. Mm-hmm. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm. They're great stories.
Yeah,
I go like that. There's real life experiences, man.
Mm-hmm. And then when you in real time when you start telling the story, you be like, I pivot a lot. I was like, damn, I can't mention that part.
But you got to get the raw.
No, you do not.
Bolivia.
You do not.
Why?
You do not. As in, like, you do not. Like, you could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8.
Why can't you get the raw?
Because then it becomes, what happened? Like this is not something that actually happened, okay? But it
don't make this
no. This is not something that actually happened. So I'm segueing back into the story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, say for instance, like yeah, I bought this prostitute, and then she was like, for me to actually come, I need you to choke me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm choking her, and she passes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, wake up.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't gonna wake up, so I was like, I had to go get my daughter. So I had just left her there, bro. And I'm like, I should have said that shit up.
Well, that's a murder case.
That's not an actual story.
And I would omit.
But it's like, I'll just leave a part out like, that's kind of edgy. That's not an actual story, folks, though. Why are you doing that uncomfortable clear throat, man?
Because there's some people out there still looking for fillers.
That's not the story. Again, don't open the door if someone's knocking. Dion's Mishius? What did I say?
I don't know where you at.
Moyo said that.
Meshes. Dion Meshes stories.
Yeah.
You trying to do another one or no?
No. Well, like I said, if you want to do it with Ashley B or something, we'll see.
Anywho, this was a fun episode. Definitely mad sound bites in here, man. Crazy.
I'm nervous.
Crazy work.
Don't zoom in on this
You ready? Are you guys? What? Thank you guys so much. Huh?
Craig Waynes.
What's up, Craig? Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Lackaroni and Chaz.
Now, check, please. Do you mind if I give them some more?
Yes, please.
A lot of laughs we're cooking up in this podcast. Type of XD is high key, the live stream. It's mostly positive conversations, except we tend to get darker than elbows on Wesley. We're sort of popping like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Mr. Chaz Rogers, Big Ready from Lansing. I'm LackToast, ENT. I guess we paying for the bills, so give us another check, please. My guy. Glad to see you on Squadcast again, Dion. I think your arch nemesis bombed again. Damn. Come on, man.
Who's your arch nemesis?
I stay away from any sort of controversy.
You don't want to say who it is?
Nah.
Oh, that's great.
Mocha God can say it in the chat.
But it sounds like you won. The winner is Dion. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting. Like I said, we moved over to @Lackaroni and Chaz on YouTube. It's no longer be on my channel. It will be I don't know where we come at as far as when I said this first time. This might be the last one. Or was there one more week? I'll give you to December. Where we should do 1 or 2 more episodes.
And
we doing next week?
Download, huh?
You gonna do next week?
Yeah. And download the podcast on Apple Music, Spotify,
Audible,
Tidal,
Amazon. I don't know if it's on Tidal.
SBC Global,
the Podbean. There's other ones. There's a bunch of those little ones.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank y'all. It's growing. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for telling your friends. Tell your mother. Okay, I'm listening to Janet Jackson later. Anywho, appreciate y'all.
Yep. So like I said, we could do another. It depends on what time she get here. She said I'm gonna do a quick one or something.
All right, well, let me turn off the lights.
She said she'll be here. I wish we stopped at 3. If you had got here at 2. If we had got here at 2, and then
it's all new weekend.
Yeah. Let's see.
Not no big deal here.
Damn, it's 4. First heard you on Squadcast and look forward to seeing you and the other shit. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Ron P412. What's going on, Mel? What's going on, Chili Whiz? What live are they on? You ain't reading these. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Dang,
ignore the check the link in the bio. I talked to my folks on YouTube. That's what I'm trying to direct the people to. People be flaking at times. As far as what, because what she said was she has to do some maintenance for her. She said her maintenance guy. She lives in Hollywood. Her maintenance guy will be at her house between 2 and 3, and she'll come.
The way to come lasted.
And why I don't come? She'll come. She said she'll come after her maintenance guy leaves her apartment. So I was like, all right, yeah, me and Chaz, we don't like running Chaz, so come after. What you trying to do? You know what I don't like about Squadcast is them comment sections, yo.
Well, the comment section sucks.
Gosh, you.
What they be talking about? Just trying to roast and shit?
Hold on. Mocha God, what do you mean promote my podcast? But yeah.
You promote Lackaroni Chaz on Squadcast?
I don't, man. Because we don't promote anything.
Why are you ashamed of me, bro?
It's not that. So
why are you ashamed of me?
That podcast is super specific. I can find ways of segueing into it. Mm-hmm. They'll say something like, would you rather have Whopper Juniors or Big Macs? Mm-hmm. They was like, the thing is, you tell your opinion. I could be like, one time I was on Lackaroni and Chaz. I could probably do that, but it's kind of hard to kind of segue when you come to your opinion on what would you rather. It's not like afterwards they be like, what you rather? I'm saying like, what you guys got coming up? Tell the people where you're gonna be at. It's not like one of those things. Yeah, she hasn't given me no update. So you want to squeeze no one in? Mm-hmm. He said, I don't want to play around with it. Mm-hmm. Again, we got to, man.
Yeah, we do. I need to do another one. Safety Eagle.
Sex on fire at night. Lucky for you. Do you guys want another one? Do you guys want to keep it going?
Basement oddly inserted.
Yeah.
That's what she said. You should mention the podcast. I found you from there. There's a big audience that like y'all kind of humor.
Come on, right?
Yeah, I should, man.
That one time?
Man, they was getting on you this week. Ah, damn it. See what I'm saying, Reggie? This is why I hate this damn. That daggone Squadcast, man. This is what somebody had said. Hey, they give you love. They give you love on Squadcast, man. You pretty funny. So I went on, I was like, let's see what they're saying. My dumb ass. Oh, let me see what they said. Somebody had said, I never think Dion's funny. And then up under there was like 15 comments. I was like, I'm not even clicking on that.
Someone might have been defending you, dog.
Sure. But there's a 50-50 that there's a sour moment.
You gotta embrace the hate / love.
Yeah.
You know?
Moyo said, found y'all from DI, the Daddy Issues, 11 years ago.
Oh, were you there when we first started? When it was just Keon and Tony? Or from the people be like, man, I've been there in the hot nothing days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Let me go look. 206 minutes. You go change anything?
Oh, that's what y'all say?
I'm asking you if you're gonna
Okay, you were
stretch your legs.
I was just trying to have you entertain the people there.
Yeah, let me come in and check the folks. Right?
Uh-huh.
Let me entertain the folks.
This nigga try to quickly. Hey, you gonna get up and change your clothes though?
I mean, you wanted to sit there.
Nah, man. I see what you're trying to say. That's what you're trying to say.
Close your legs.
Oh, you're gonna change your top, man, because people start to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, you can't be wearing no more God, some of my side shirts. And I'm back. Itch. Ugh. Back when I was in the bird cage, yeah, good times. I missed the bird cage. I liked it, huh?
Pandemic, right?
Before the pandemic, right? Yeah. We're about to hit like 300 episodes on Daddy Issues. I think 300 is coming up somewhere. I don't know exactly. I had to go to Apple's podcast to see how many episodes we were on. And it was like 280, I don't know if it's 290. Did y'all talk about the fight? The John Jones versus Stipe fight? Is that one? Oh, sexy and red. No, we did not talk about the fight. I don't want to.
Sad situation.
It was. I'm glad Tyson got his money though. Tyson, get your bread.
As soon as he said, "I don't care about legacy," I said, "Oh, I see what this is."
Tyson's legacy is already cemented though. Like, there's gonna be a whole era. I'm like, you mean the old man who fought Jake Paul? Mm-hmm. They don't count. They're not real people. I didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch the fight, bro. I watched something else while that was on. I wasn't going to do that to myself. I knew it was going to be garbage. There was no way. Why couldn't Tyson win the 40 milli? I don't know. Whatever they agreed to. You chance you hit record before you sat down.
Oh, I'm still, getting my life together, brother.
I bet Cisco's streams went through the roof. Why? Because his song was out. Tyson sold the cakes. He should start selling cakes. Tyson cakes. I didn't watch it either. I was traveling. I just got home. What was I doing? I was doing something. Was I even at home? I watched John Jones fight Stipe. That was the night before. Tyson fight was Friday night. What did I do? I can't remember, man. Definitely wasn't watching that bullshit. I wouldn't mind if Tyson did like a Legends fight, like if he did go, like when him and Roy Jones fought, him and Evander Holyfield fought. There's a bunch of other dudes out there who you can do rounds with like that. The girls fight was bloody. This guy got calls. Who the fuck? This guy is popular out here. Well, all I want is Dion Ware. Didn't even know about it until Mike's cheeks was walking around moon in the world. This one that was way more viral than the fight was. It was the Social media in general just took it. I already knew that I was going to be able to see everything I needed to see from social media. I knew I wasn't going to have to watch it at all to see what was happening. And I don't really blame people mad at Netflix for having streaming problems, but I go like, a live event for one is hard in any space. Live is just hard to do. You got to get it right. And they probably just got over flooded with their Wi-Fi. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to handle all at one time. You don't have the bandwidth. You know what I mean? The mental bandwidth. I went on a rant the other day about this generation being soft. I'm one of those people now. These kids are soft because they're not tough enough. I always fall in the separation of, I'm a bad person to talk about mental health with. When we talk about mental health, this is where you start losing me. I'm not the right person because I just go toughen up, and then people go as dismissive, and I can't help it. I know there's a bunch of things that are in between that, but I'm a toughen up kind of person. I just go, hey man, it's gonna be some bullshit. You gotta increase your capacity to me. You know, I don't like there's a big push for younger people or people in general to cut off toxic family members. And I don't mean like some aunt or cousin that you don't really, but like people cutting off their parents who've been there is wild for me. And I understand people like, but you don't know. I get it. I get it. But I don't like the idea of cutting off somebody who has their own issues, who's dealing with whatever they had to deal with, trying to make a better life for you. Sure. There are some different levels of cases. I'm not talking about extreme cases. I'm not talking about the abusive ones and stuff like that. What if somebody told me that their mom was what's the word? Oh, being raised by like a narcissist mom, and how much every time there's something like it makes it about them. And I go like, I'm sure that's annoying and problemsome and probably traumatic in your day. My whole thing is you got to find ways to deal with it and push past it. But I've never cut off my parents. I have issues with my parents. We all have issues with our parents in certain different ways and areas. But to cut them off, to not talk to them because they didn't get to learn. You know, it's also too, man, like there's so much more information. There's so much more space for mental health. There's so much more time. It's a little softer of an era. Every era has got a little easier because of technology. So everything's a little easier. We keep finding more things. I feel like we're a nitpicking generation right now. I feel like we keep finding new terms and new things for stuff. And it's like, oh, there's this, and oh, there's that. And I go like, man, no, I'm not recording for the next episode. I'm just talking. But it drives me nuts. I feel like when I hear people rather cut someone off than increase their capacity or not learn to recharge themselves. I go like, there's a lot of time. Like when I go back to Michigan, I go, here's a lot of time that I'm giving the people to what I can take, what I feel like I can take at my bandwidth. And then there's a plan for me to go recharge after and to shake it off and be good again, you know? But to cut off my family members is crazy. That's crazy to me. People's like, oh, you have to used to deal with it. You tough it out, then you see them again next year. I go like, yeah, man. Now we're cutting off our family members. You know, it's crazy to me. And I'm not talking about the abusive extreme cases. I get those. I'm just talking about the people who bring you a little drama, even a lot of it. I go like, man, you're okay. But I'm a very much toughen up, you're okay person. So I was talking to somebody about mental health, and I was like, I'm just the wrong person to talk to about it, man. I think you have to do more work on the other side to get beyond it more so. Some you have to cut off to protect yourself. I agree. Like I said, I'm not opposed to, you know, like the extreme cases. I'm more about when people talking about their parents. That's crazy to me. Not the abusive ones. Don't get me wrong. But as much as I've talked about my father on here, I would never cut him off. Never. I don't care, like, agree what he has done too much for me. People sacrifice everything that they have to give you something better. It's a lot. And then people they don't know what they don't know. So it's a lot to expect from somebody. Then you get older and be like, they were bad parents. Cats was trying to figure this shit out too. And then the older you get, the more you realize you don't ever figure this shit out. You just go like, ah, man, there's always more shit. How's there always more? When does it get easier?
And the world keeps evolving, and things are new. And then we go back. This nigga, you been sitting here this whole time?
Yeah, just talking. I'm gonna do the show by myself.
Oh boy,
I can't have the Lackaroni and Chaz with the Lackaroni. I mean, a good dose of Chaz is great. Don't get me wrong.
What's the best part? The Lackaroni or the Chaz?
Well, somebody says the and.
Yeah.
Man,
Well, I'm thinking. Actually, what could you do with actually macaroni and cheese? Right? What's the best part? The macaroni. I know they're the like what. What could you actually have exclusively? I know you can have cheese, but if somebody was like, "Listen, I made macaroni and cheese, but I didn't have no macaroni," you're like, "Is this a pool of cheese?"
I eat cheese by itself all the time.
A pool of cheese.
I think the macaroni is the part I don't need.
Yeah,
it's just noodles.
Yeah, but
we're just eating noodles.
What do you? I think you'd be more judged if you ate a pool of cheese versus noodles.
All right, so like a cheese dip, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a pool of cheese, right?
Yeah.
Could you just eat cheese dip by itself and be normal?
I kind of feel like you need to add some sort of carbs. It's crazy. It's crazy just to dip like a spoon. That's disgusting.
I don't think I've ever done that, but now I'm like, I bet you it was just fire by itself.
That's queso, right?
Ooh, what if you put it on toast?
That's what you have to.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to what you're saying.
Yeah, you have to add some sort of carbs.
But I don't really want the. But if you had to do cheese by itself and macaroni by itself, you doing macaroni by itself?
I can, because now
over cheese? Cheese is better.
If you had to have,
I'm taking the cheese.
You are not surviving off of cheese. You can survive. You be like,
cheese has everything I need, bro.
If you eat, no.
Yes, it does.
If you had 7 types of cheeses mixed together, you know, like actually black macaroni cheese, it has several cheeses, and you like, I'm fulfilled.
If it's the Kraft cheese in that little box, then I would die. None of that shit is real.
You be like,
but if it's real cheese, cheese is protein, cheese is fat, cheese has everything. It has sugar in there. It's everything you need is in cheese.
Are you chewing it or are you drinking it?
I'm just melted cheese. I'm drinking it. It's soft now.
Just cheese is crazy. You be like, it's like chewing gum at this point.
No, it's not. You just eating it like cheese jello.
You eating it like pudding.
Yeah, it's cheese pudding, baby. I would love that.
I think
over macaroni.
Sure. Listen, if you had told somebody, you ain't gonna believe this, dude. What story sounds crazier? You ain't gonna believe this. I was making macaroni and cheese, didn't have no cheese, so I just ate macaroni. Like, hey, that's happened. Versus,
okay,
I had some macaroni and cheese, didn't have no noodles, so I just ate a pool of cheese.
What's crazy is that you didn't check for macaroni or cheese when you decided to make macaroni and cheese. I'm a macaroni and cheese. You just start.
Right.
It's like, oh, I ain't got no macaroni or no cheese.
And the thing is, why does macaroni get such the stronghold of macaroni and cheese? Like bow tie noodles, right? Mm-hmm. What is those other right there? The ones that kind of turn up, like they do this direction.
I don't know what they're called.
It's they twist it.
You ever use those?
But why can't you use those for macaroni and cheese?
Dion's had these same noodles in here.
I didn't never use those just for decoration. Why can't you have spaghetti and cheese?
Some of you said just for defecation,
right?
Because
spaghetti and cheese don't work.
No.
They all the same noodle, right?
No, they're different noodles for a reason, bro.
They're not different flavors though.
Well, the God made different noodles so you can have different options if you're eating things. You know what I'm saying?
I think
you want macaroni and meatballs. That's what What's that? That's what hamburger helper is. It's just macaroni and meatballs.
The meatballs, yo.
This is ground meat.
I
That's
want to know
all
why
that
you can't
is.
reverse the noodles, yo.
I don't want macaroni, spaghetti noodles with macaroni and cheese doesn't sound like it's gonna be. It's gonna sound like it's really, because the macaroni and cheese comes up because it's small, but the noodle's gonna be everywhere. I don't like that. You know what I mean?
What about bow tie?
It's not gonna go the same. Bow tie probably a
or
better
the
option.
shell. What's it called? The noodle shell.
That's the thing.
Right.
That was the thing.
Right. I think it's because it can hold the cheese. It can go inside.
The shell.
Yeah.
The shell was a good move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at the shell at all.
Right.
I use different noodles for my mac and cheese, not the elbows. Hell yeah, people make mac and cheese with spaghetti in the South. Really?
See?
Baked what? I love cheese standalone. I'm a cheese guy.
Y'all crazy.
Why? Because you're just talking about cheese in general. You're just talking about noodle, like
just eating a pool of cheese, man. A pool of cheese is bananas,
bro. A queso dip is fire, bro.
Yeah, but with something
on my finger, you get it. Queso dip
with something like it's great with chips. You know, great with little toast
cereal. I mean, it's all milk, right?
I don't know how did milk get the strong hold on cereal. I know you can't taste with anything else.
Would you try it? Have you tried it with something else?
I definitely did.
Would you try it with?
Okay. We're doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So when it comes to milk, I've definitely added cream.
Like what kind of cream?
My coffee cream, right? Slow down. You know it's thick, right?
How was it?
It's great.
Okay.
It's thick. So what I do is I add some water to kind of water it down so it's not as thick. Because, you know, cream has that, it's
rich.
Right. Yeah. So I need to water it down a little bit. But now it's the cream taste added to my cereal.
It's good.
It's great. And sometimes if you are really going to get kind of, you know, freaky, I have to do that at night because visually it doesn't look great.
Okay.
I will do coconut water. I knew you were gonna say that because coconut water has that sort of milky taste. So, but
spoiled milky taste.
But the visual of it looks bad because it's water. You know, it's clear. It's like a foggy clear. So I use coconut water, but the flavor of the cereal would overcompensate for the taste of it. But it still has that milky taste.
I'm disgusted.
I know, man. That's what I said. Yeah, man, shut up.
I'm disgusted by you.
Shut up. Y'all over here hating on Instagram.
Your
Shut
goddamn
up.
taste buds hate you. No!
Yeah. See? Look, Ron said coconut water is milky.
No, it's
See?
not.
It is. It does have that milky taste.
No, it's not. Coconut water
make that
looks like women squirt. Clear but thick. And where they bottle this up? What chick they getting over here? See, he meant not milky.
Damn it, yo! This will be my. Just stay with me.
Thought you found a friend.
I thought I had a friend. Are you turned on by women that squirt?
I'm not necessarily turned on or turned off by it.
Have you ever encountered one?
Mm-hmm. I hung those sheets in my room like a metal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's the gold metal right here. Ew, is that? No, it's actually.
Mm-hmm. This happened quite often, as in like the same girl or numerous participants.
I've had different women do it. I think
I was men. Had two men.
I was much older, I think, the first time I saw it. I never saw it younger. Because I didn't know what I was doing. Actually, I don't even know how much is even in a man's control, how much of it is just a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know how much of it is like, yeah, I make every girl do that when I get down. Or is it just like certain women can and certain women can't?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I read every woman has a capability of it.
I think they're just peeing.
They just be holding it back. I heard we talked about some daddy issues for some reason.
Today?
For some reason.
Yeah, I think they just be peeing as in like
some mixture. Did we look this up before?
I think so. I think what happens is They are enjoying themselves. And
What is squirt made of? It's gonna bring me the Coke, the
Yeah.
Pepsi. I mean the
That's so funny. The drink. And I think what happens is they're releasing their orgasm, but then it's like everything's coming out.
Definitely brought up the soda. Conclusion: the present database on ultrasonographic bladder monitoring and biochemical analysis that indicate that squirting is essentially the involuntary emission of urine during sexual activity, although a marginal contribution of prostatic secretions to the emitted fluid often exists.
Yeah, that was definitely clear because I'm very
urine.
I'm very smart.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when women were like, I feel like I'm about to come, it's like, I can't pee though. So they'd be like, I gotta hold this in. So you ever had a girl like hop up like, oh, I got these restrooms. Like you was about to squirt.
Let me see if this one says something. Researchers have found that female ejaculates to be the secretion of about 1 millimeter of thick white milky fluid from the paraurethral glands, an organ located either side of the urethra. I guess women do have urethras. They're just inside. The paraurethral glands are also known as the scheme glands or the female prostate. No? People who experience female ejaculate reported it happening with or without orgasm. Female ejaculate has been shown to contain a high quantity of prostate-specific antigen, fructose and glucose. Okay? Means it's sweet, right? Isn't that sugar? And it's fructose corn syrup.
High fructose corn syrup.
A similar composition to seminal fluid, the male ejaculate.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, it happened twice for me. It might have happened numerous times, but a real squirter.
You never got the. Oh my God! What just happened here?
I had one time a real squirter, and it blew my mind because it got hot. It got hot and wet.
What got hot?
She was riding me, and when I say this girl just passed out backwards, I never forget that. And it was just like, and I was like, and
she died.
She just went backwards, like her head went back to her feet, and I was like, "You good?" So I just want let me lay here. Just let me lay here. And I got up like, still rock hard, like, "You good?"
You got up like, ew.
It's everywhere. But this was a young. Did not even know that this was a thing. And I tell her all the time, it's one of my pink toes.
Oh, okay.
The one we called.
Oh.
That was her. And I was like, yo, you was the first, man. You was the first. And then it happened recently. Very surprising. You can actually hear like a
you heard a little water drop. Who left the faucet on? What happened?
But you can feel like if you had like a puddle in your belly button, you like this. You can hear what just filled in. Like, what just happened?
I've never dealt with like a gusher. It's always been I've dealt with that.
Wow, well that's I didn't. Oh,
the squirts up. What is that? But I haven't had a big.
Yeah. I had one of those. But yeah, man. Some girls get embarrassed. Some girls get embarrassed with the queef. I appreciate it. And you got to know how to do it too.
Yeah, it's always funny to me. It's still funny. To me.
It is funny. If one of your ex-girlfriends was like, I am the head of XX videos,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been raving over how incredible you are in bed.
Mm-hmm.
And
Go on.
And you have been the template of my standard of how men make love to me.
Yeah. I've actually heard this before verbatim.
And I think you need to teach classes and possibly be the ambassador of my company, and we're willing to pay you, a minimum of $5 million a year just to kind of, do sex tutorials.
Stop talking. You pay me $5 million a year? I don't care what I'm doing.
So essentially doing porn. Yeah, you fine with that?
Yeah. How much did you say?
$5 million. Because now you're the face of like, hi. I'm Chaz Rogers.
I fuck for money. You have a shush. She's fine. Everybody's fine. We're all happy here. I have to do this for 20 more years. Anyways, here's my penis.
Yeah.
Of course I would.
You do a sex tutorial of how good you are.
For $5 million a year?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You gotta be the face of the company.
Great.
Hi.
XX Chaz.
I'm Chaz Rogers.
You can change my name to the last X. I don't care. Chaz X.
Yeah.
XX. I'm in here. $5 million a year?
Uh-huh.
I'm in, baby.
Yeah.
$1 million a year. I'll give myself, keep the money, I'm in. All I gotta do is go around and give classes.
Yeah. And then it's like, Chaz, I'm having trouble with my thrust agent. Is it more like this? No. So
Come here, man.
You got the little.
I'll get right behind them. Follow my motion.
Yeah,
Here you go.
Feel the.
You gotta dip down, around, up, in, down, around, up, in. Make sure you really clench your cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta clench your cheeks. You get an extra inch of oomph. You know what I'm saying?
Stand on your toes.
Get in there, do some stretches before. You gotta stretch. People don't stretch. What's wrong with you young people? You're out here pulling your hamstrings because you're not stretching.
Make sure you hydrate. I know you guys don't want to hear this, but you gotta drink your coconut water. Drink your coconut water. If somebody told like one of your, you like beet juice?
I don't think I've ever had beet juice.
That might taste like the earth.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had it.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's like, diet changes your sex.
Mm-hmm.
You eat certain things to kind of clear out your blood and kind of make things, efficient when you get erect for the blood to kind of flow.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, you should definitely just drink some beet juice. I'm like, oh gosh, beet juice is a punch in the face, man.
Okay. Did it work? Did you try it?
I never, I couldn't work myself up to drink the beet juice.
Okay.
Beet juice tastes like dirt for sure.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people be like, yeah, you got to mix it in with the smoothie. I can definitely do that. I am witnessing a fly die. Flies live. So the reason why I kept looking right there, I'm sorry, I was super distracted. Flies only last like 2 or 3 days. Mm-hmm. So I seen a fly like land, and then he just started crawling. As in like, yep, this is it.
The end.
This is it.
It's been a good long life.
I can no longer do the title of my name. I can no longer fly.
Call me Crawl.
They didn't even try with that name. Fly. That had to be the original insect.
The fly?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. That thing just fly.
What is the real name of a fly? What's it really called? We've been calling this thing a fly for the longest. You have no idea what his real name is.
That was definitely the first insect. And then the caveman was like, fly. And then he was like, what about that? Oh, that's a dragonfly. It's like that. That's a bigger fly. That's a dragonfly. Well, that one went inside of a cave. That's a house fly.
This is dumb. The house fly is called a Musca domestica.
Yeah.
That's stupid. What is the fly name? Oh boy.
The fly name is Dion Lap. Hey, so fly.
A butterfly or moth is a Lepidoptera. A caddis fly. What is that? Trichoptera. Ugh. Okay. Flies are gross up close. This is terrible. It's like
no insect. No insect has an actual name. That we call. Like ants are not called ants. Mm-hmm. It's like, this is the easiest way to say it.
I wonder if it's short though.
Aunt your mama. Aunt your mama. You remember Aunt your mama pretty? She got meatballs for her titties.
Wow.
Scrambled leg between her legs. Ain't your mama
Wow.
pretty? I
Wow.
took her to a party. She turned around and farted. I asked her why she did it. She turned around and shh. You ever heard it before?
No.
Golly, yo. You remember little nursery rhymes girls be doing?
Scrambled eggs between her legs?
You never heard this before?
Meatball for titties?
Come on, somebody in the comments, please.
That
Tell me if y'all
is-
remember that.
This is very disrespectful.
Ain't your mama pretty? She got meatballs for her titties. Scrambled eggs between her legs. Ain't your mama pretty?
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. You remember like the down by the bank from the hanky pank and the bull fall drunk from bank to bank?
Yeah, I've heard those, but that one is very disrespectful. Scrambled eggs between her legs.
Yeah.
Come on,
That's
man.
like it
That's a
is.
yeast infection.
I feel sorry for before they discovered things out because
I bet you though, those things, you know, medicine's been around a long time.
yeah,
And there's a lot of smart people before we got here.
right.
So I feel like those things are things that were discovered early on, but I bet you they had early remedies for a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Early on. Eat this eucalyptus leaf or some
Right.
shit like that. But
Remember what this sounds bad. Remember when like women smell like fish?
remember when?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, no, it's still happening.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think I've ever smelled a girl and been like, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of women you hang
Or
out
with just
with?
women, as in like this definitely about to shit on my grandma. Her moo would smell like fish a lot. My grandma's moo. And I used to sit between her legs as she braided my hair. And I'm just assuming that she just like I didn't know the education of how to properly clean myself, you know. Soap and water. You know, a lot of times when women clean with certain soaps, it would do something, you know.
Yeah.
Certain diets, you know, and they didn't have the internet to look up stuff. They probably had the proper medical practices of what should I do. But I remember, you know, it was like, oh, something stink down here. But I just thought this was the smell. This was the. Don't do this face as in like, you better smell some dirty people. This is my grandma, man. Come on, man.
No, I'm just gonna like every time I smell this, I'm like, oh, grandma. Every time I walk by a fish market, it smells like grandma.
Oh, Nana. Oh, mamacita.
Yeah, I do miss my grandma. Can we have trout tonight?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It was the tampon DM. Really? So I'm not the only. So Franz, did you ever?
Your grandma was still having those things in? Is that what you're talking about?
Great question.
Yeah, the menopause. Pause
Great
on the
question.
minnow.
I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna ask Google. Why does women smell like fish?
That's good. That's cool.
Okay, Google. Why do certain women smell like fish?
On the website my.clevelandclinic.org, they say, abnormal vaginal odors. The most common causes of unpleasant vaginal odor are bacterial vaginosis, BV, an infection that's caused by an imbalance in your vagina's flora. BV is responsible for the fishy smell most commonly associated with unpleasant vaginal odors. The fishy smell may be especially strong after sex.
After sex. Oh, it was getting in.
Grandma was out here.
Grandma was getting in.
Hold on,
BV,
baby.
bacterial vaginosis. Ugh.
You didn't have a grandpa?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, they were together?
Yeah.
My grandparents were together.
Oh, yeah, they to the very end.
Oh, well,
They
yeah.
both died.
It was still around. Let me braid his hair. Come on, give me some real quick, woman.
In out them streets too. I heard my
That's
grandpa had a whole different family.
Yes. That's what good men used to do that.
Mhm.
You'd be around for two different families instead
Yeah.
of just one or none at all.
Yeah.
That's a good man right there.
Yeah.
Ain't no deadbeat dads. You just had more families.
Yeah.
You know?
It was like, I'm about to go get some macaroni noodles for the macaroni and cheese. Be right back. Miss Martha.
Hey kids.
Uh-huh.
What would be worse? What would be worse if people grew up with deadbeat dads, or every dad had two families?
What's worse?
Yeah, there's your deadbeat dads, and then there's the dads who have the other
Who's really
family on
great.
the side of the town.
Who's really great?
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
hey! But he has a whole secret family.
I think.
Or the dad who's not there.
The secret family is better.
You want the dad who's double dipping in
Yeah,
fatherhood,
yeah, but he's still in my life. Yeah.
taking care of 6 kids
Right.
in 2 different households.
6 different families. Yeah,
But he's present
yeah.
than the deadbeat.
He tells each family he spends one day with the entire family, right?
Mhm.
But he has 7 different families. So he,
But if he just took Sunday off for himself, all right.
I need to rest.
I need to rest. I'm in that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
The amount of lies you would, unless they were all cool and understood, the amount of
Mhm.
lies you would need to
The good
keep
thing
this thing
is,
going.
he could definitely get away with it in like the before cell phones.
Everything before 19. When did pagers come around?
Right,
In the
before
80s?
that, because you ain't got to. How you ain't got? I'm working.
Yeah.
I work for 6 days
I'm
a
a
week.
truck driver. You have
Right.
a whole nother.
Yeah, a truck driver. That's how you get with it. Get away with it. And the whole time he's just receiving the unemployment from from all these different women. It's like
Oh, well, he's back to being a deadbeat.
no. So he's living off these women who is like.
Yeah, but
Receiving-
now he's a trash guy.
Yeah.
If he was still a truck driver, he's like, yeah, man, I'm out here, taking care of
But
my
he
family.
can't be a truck driver, but having 7 different families. 6
Why
different
not?
families. Because where's he driving? Around the
You gotta
corner?
go to St. Louis. Every stop, there's a family.
Oh, so he had to have the same route.
Yeah, he's like, all right, man, I'm leaving here from LA. I gotta go over to Phoenix, see my
Yeah.
family there.
Got you.
Then we head up to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Tulsa, got my family there.
He
All the
definitely-
way back up.
Yeah, he got to have the same route every single time.
Back to Wisconsin.
Got you.
All the way back down to Denver, Vegas, back to LA.
Right, you got to have a nice little loop. Yeah.
Every day.
I was thinking like he lived in Los Angeles, but had a family in Santa Monica, Hollywood.
LA's big enough to do that.
Right. I'm thinking like he was in the same cities, like bouncing around different cities.
That's probably out there. LA's big enough. You could
Yeah.
definitely have,
Right.
and there'll be completely different people.
Yeah.
Your Valley kid gonna be different from your, what's that Riverside area? What's that called?
Riverside.
Yeah, but it's called like, whatever, Antelope Valley? Not Antelope Valley. What's that other?
Yeah.
San Bernardino?
Okay.
Isn't that what it's called? Whatever. But in Inland Empire, yeah, all that area, they would all be different types of people. You have your your surfer standing up, hey dad, hey, it's cool, man, just catching waves, man. That'd be awesome, man. That'd be good worse, yeah. Very much trash guy. Yeah, isn't that Nick Cannon's life? No.
Oh boy.
They can't marry these women. A lot of these women, though, they're not mad at Nick.
Damn.
They changed his, his life, their lives.
Damn.
They have 18 years of consistent income,
Yeah.
from incoming.
Yeah.
Hello. Coming in. LA County has 88 cities. Did I say 88? Yeah, I just learned that this week at the conference. 88 cities.
Yeah, man. LA County, homie.
Who the hell wants that life? Not me. Plenty of opportunities to have different families. Yeah. One's enough.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd have to just not really care.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be,
Daddy!
hey. We had that recital Wednesday. Oh man, I'll be in Texas.
Yeah.
Well, record it for me. I'll watch.
On the big ass projector.
Yeah, record it for me.
Yeah.
I have your picture right here. You gotta hide the other kids when you put out your wallet. Yeah.
Why the deadbeat voice? Oh, yeah.
Hey, cause you been smoking? Man, hey. All right, y'all come here, man. Get
Mhm.
going. All
You
right,
gotta have the button down shirt that says Jim right here.
Not your name, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Who is Jim, Grandpa?
Yeah, don't worry about Jim. Jim dead. Jim dead.
He let me borrow the shit.
All right, I'm heading out. Where my kids?
I only got like 15 more minutes. Give me the hugs. Yeah, I would love to hear the record of a traveling dad who has the most children.
Like working?
As in who has successfully did it until he died, and then was like, wait, all y'all?
There's an Indian dude with mad kids.
Mm-hmm. But was he successfully got away with not telling people who?
No, he was. They all knew. It was one of those things where
I think his son died. He lived to be a long time, and his son died. So then he married his son's daughter, and I mean his son's wife, and then continued having kids with her. He just kept on getting. I also hear that old sperm may be the reason for autism or the other.
Really?
Yeah, I think I was reading something about like people who have older people who have children are more likely to have autistic kids because of the old sperm from what I've read. I don't know what the update is, but
I might be on the spectrum because my mom had me at 36.
How old was your father?
44.
It would explain a lot about you, like a lot of answers. Yeah.
I really don't understand how having multiple women with different lives is appealing. Got to be a lot of mental stress and drama. No thanks.
You know what though? Because when one starts tripping, you just go to the other one.
Yeah,
who's in a good mood because they're happy to see you. And then when that one's sick, you go to the other one.
Ooh, Chaz with the gospel. Young people
happy
have
to see you.
Autism kids. Yeah.
I'm just saying what I read, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was autism. There's another. What's the other? Isn't there another Down syndrome? I don't know if I'm mixing them up. There's Down syndrome. There's autism. But I don't know.
What does the down mean? Is there a reverse? Like upset? Upset? Why did they use Down syndrome?
I don't know.
Oh, I think it's named after somebody. I think like it's like Jonathan Downs. So he got Down syndrome.
He was like the first person with it.
Yeah. Do you know how like they name? Because back in the day they named diseases after people, as like Lou Gehrig disease and like Alzheimer's. These are people's last names. It's the MS one. What is that?
I don't think that one's saying
that's not. It's not right.
Multiple sclerosis.
Yeah, it is. There's another one there. Somebody. Crohn's disease. These are people's last names, man.
It would suck to have.
Man, you got the Dion Lack disease.
Chaz, bro.
Yeah.
Let's see. Why is it called that?
Yeah, it sucks, dude. People. I'm sure it's somebody's first name.
Jonathan Langdon Down.
Really?
Yeah.
The thing is, I said Jonathan Down. That's crazy. I said it.
John Langdon Down.
See? That's so
he was
crazy.
a doctor who first described the condition.
Oh boy.
He didn't have it.
He didn't have it. He just said, I want my last name on that. Down syndrome. He said, hey, this is.
Oh my goodness. Before it was called Down syndrome, it was called Mongolism.
Damn.
The term Down syndrome, then it becomes accepted term until the early 70s. But he found out about this in 1866. It was called Mongolism for the longest.
Right.
Oh, however, the term Mongolism is now considered racist and is no longer used.
Mongoloid?
Oh my God. You're calling somebody a Mongol who had what is a Mongol? Like the Mongols? Like a
Neanderthal.
Mongolian?
Yeah, like a Neanderthal.
Wait a minute. Wait a second.
Let me look up Mongolian.
Well, that's a whole country. That's a people.
So, but is it similar to a Neanderthal?
This is just became dark.
Let me just see the visual.
No, I mean I put in Mongoloid face and went to Down syndrome. This is just took a turn, bro. I didn't know this was a term. Oh, jeez, this is the description is. This is. God damn it. Here's the description.
This is not from Chaz. This is only from Google.
This is from the internet. A flat face with a low nasal root, prominent cheekbones, and often slanty eyelids. Epicanthic folds or skin folds that cover the corners of the eyes. Thick hair and tight. Yellowish brown saffron or reddish brown skin. Short and stocky. The term Mongoloid is used to refer to people with Down syndrome. Yeah. Now that is a term that's pejorative. Mongoloid to describe the children with Down syndrome.
Wow. Is there tall people with Down syndrome?
Who resemble those people he described as the. Wait a second. Okay, hold on. This dude, John Langdon Down, was fucked up. Hold on. John Langdon Down used their term. He coined this term, Mongoloid.
Right.
to describe children with Down syndrome because he thought their faces resembled those of the he described as a Mongolian race.
Even though they were black, white, they were Asian.
Yo.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this guy, what a doctor. He was just like, yo, these dudes look like God damn.
Yep.
This piece of shit. There's a whole Wikipedia page on this thing. This is crazy.
Yee, picture that. What up?
Man, that just took a horrible dark turn here, bro.
There's a lot of people, man.
Yeah, like Mongolia. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people with diseases named after them, man. Wicked work.
Yeah.
And it's like, the fact that Lou Gehrig was an incredible baseball player, and they were just like, yo, I've never seen him like that. It's like, yo, get away from him. You're gonna get the Lou Gehrig disease. It made it seem like it was like a disease.
Mm-hmm.
Like syndrome and disease is totally different. Like this, you didn't have to say disease, man. Like,
well, that's a good point. A syndrome and a disease is very different things.
right.
A disease will eventually kill you, huh?
Right. But you didn't have to say disease, dude. That's why like STI got switched versus STD.
Well, what's the I stand for?
Infection.
Oh.
Yeah. And this is why I think they stopped saying diseases. Like HIV, virus.
Well, is one a disease? Is there one? Are they separate? One, there is an STI, and then there is an STD, or are they all one now?
I think STD is like AIDS.
Sounds like a disease,
right? But infection, as in like, can be like it's curable.
Mm-hmm.
So an infection. So disease is like fatal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any. Is there any like I'm freestyling right here.
Right.
Is there any diseases that is like reversible?
What does a flu count as? Is that a disease? If you have the flu, are you diseased, or are you just like just sick?
Right.
But like, what would be the? I don't know.
Yeah, I think all diseases are fatal. That's why, like somebody who had like chlamydia, chlamydia, gonorrhea, they was like, hey, can we stop calling it disease? I can cure this.
So the flu is a contagious respiratory disease caused by a virus. So it is a disease.
Oh.
So what counts as a disease? Does anything count as a disease? Let's see. This is classified.
I love you too, Spicy.
What she said?
She said, I love y'all. Y'all are so chaotic.
We're learning shit in real time here.
Homie. Real time.
A disease is a medical condition that is characterized by specific signs and symptoms and that negatively affect the structure, function of the body or mind. It doesn't necessarily mean you die. So anything that is, I guess, making you sick, not well.
I think we should do like a cartoon of infections, virus, syndromes, and diseases, and they're ranked bacterias, like bacterias, infections, viruses, syndromes, diseases, and they come in and like we got to take out this body. Like bacteria is like I tried my best. They brought in some Benadryl, got rid of me. I bring in the next one.
Wait, is a virus curable? Well, yeah, it just said the flu was a virus. Okay.
Yeah, I mean viruses are like pneumonia. There's a virus going around.
Right.
A good movie that helped out with what happens in your body is Osmosis Jones.
I was just about to say Osmosis Jones.
Yeah.
That's how I learned about anything.
Yeah. And the fact that this nigga took that egg from that monkey's mouth and he shoved it in his mouth.
He's like, wow, what made you that's a good idea?
Right. He said, that's my egg. The fact that it fell on the ground, the monkey took it. He fighting with the monkey. The monkey ate it. He said, no. Went in his mouth and said, he's like, you bet not. He said,
that's Chris Rock, right?
Yeah. No, it was Chris Rock was Osmosis Jones.
And David Hyde Pierce.
What was that?
That was the dude who was the
Peel?
Yeah. He was the brother on Frasier. Yeah, watch Frasier? You know Niles Crane? Frasier was great, bro. Frasier is a classic sitcom.
Yeah.
Dare I say,
The best.
it's not one of my favorites of all time, but it was good though. But Frasier was great.
I think you're bringing it back, right?
They brought it back. It's on Peacock, maybe.
Yeah.
One of those things.
The fact that why is Peacock such a silly, childish name?
What do you mean?
Because if you reverse it, it's cock. It's cockpea. You want to see my cockpea?
You know what's funny is that how did cock become a nickname for rooster?
Right.
It's a rooster.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody was just like, "Yeah, look at my cock," and they were comparing their
chicken
to their penis.
Yeah.
Like,
and cock used to be vagina.
Huh?
Remember, yeah, it used to be vagina. Remember when Ice Cube had a lyric was talking about this girl's cock? That's when I first heard cock, it was described as a vagina. If somebody knows this lyric of Ice Cube, please type it in the chat. It was a single. It was like then I had sex with this girl and her cock was this blah blah blah. You never heard
maybe he was talking about a penis.
Watch this. Hold on. Somebody in the comment, please help me out because I could look it up. I don't know the song. I know the Ice Cube song for sure. Ice Cube describes a woman's vagina. Well, you got to. Ice Cube was okay. Well, tell me, Mocha God, what I'm gonna ask Google. Hey, Mocha God. No, that's so weird. Hey, what song did Ice Cube said that said something about a cock?
So cock's a British term for male chicken. Okay. Male rooster, sorry, which was a male chicken, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how did it become
the
penis? Definitely not. My Google's about to be messed up. My Google search is already chaos. It's already a bunch of random.
Yeah,
random.
I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, I hate y'all.
I'm about to look at my search history, see what I've never looked at my search history to see how much chaos is in here.
I'm looking this up. I'm doing it because it was a single. It was a single, and I originally started rocking with Ice Cube because of this song.
My first search in my history is what does cock mean? Oh, this is real bad. Mongoloid face is next. Oh, what is squirting? How does it work? This has all been here. This is crazy. What are you asking me? I don't know. Let's see. Anything else? Why? Okay, the rest is just food. It's just me looking up the. Okay.
The thing I don't know what to ask Google. What is this? Because it's so general. What?
My
search engine
is crazy.
What up, Creole?
Oh man.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun show. If somebody would, you should start off somebody with like a bunch of money. It's like, okay, you can win $1 million. That's too much money. You should have to start off somebody with the money and be like, okay, you can either tell this person the secret and walk away with his money, or you can tell them. So if it was like, okay, what's the dirtiest? That'd be too hard. People could lie. Let me think. Because if someone was like, Chaz, let me see your search history and I give you $1,000, I'll probably be like, nah.
Is this too much? It's too risky?
Yeah. I would need enough money to have to not see y'all. I'd be like, I can't live with this. But if I could look through somebody's search history and be like, all right, man, hey, let me go through your search history and I'm gonna show you what we found. And you'd be like,
I don't know if I asked you this question or Twills. They had said and this is me asking her. I don't know if I asked you this question, but just tell me if you already asked it first.
Mhm.
If you had the opportunity, a wizard that was like, listen, I can give you a transcript of all the lies your significant other has said to you
Mhm.
through all the time you've known each other, right? You
Mhm.
have a perfect life, perfect wife,
Mhm.
children, big house. If you find nothing,
Mhm.
I'm obligated to tell her that you hired me to find dirt on her.
You're asking me?
Yeah, as in, would you be like, you know what? I don't want to know all the lies she told me, or just leave it as is, or you'd be like, yeah, show me. And he was like, there's nothing. So you know the deal. I have to tell her, hey, Chaz hired me to try to find some dirt on you, and he found nothing. Bye bye. So y'all can handle that.
I think.
Or would you?
Well, usually I'm an ignorance is bliss person.
Mhm,
Okay. The less I know, the happier I am.
mhm.
Okay. However, if I could find out that there was nothing,
No,
well,
yeah, but
it's a gamble, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So if I found out that there was nothing, and then if she had like, oh, Chad, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know why wanting to be reassured amongst all the stuff in life is bad, because I think that one thing that you want from somebody is to know that you can be honest and that they're honest and loyal. I'm a person who would want to prove that I'm honest and loyal.
Mhm.
I'd be like, hey, I want to shut down any. I'm not one of these. Why you gotta look through my stuff? You know, I go like, no, dog. If you just been too many people who are scarred, too many things have happened. I'm very much like, yeah, dog. If you need that kind of reassurance until you can feel trusted and feel like whatever, there's a certain level of anxiety and stuff that people have had over time to whatever reason, or some just innately jealous, whatever. Some people need some stuff that are like, I don't get offended if somebody's like, because I don't think it's me that they don't trust. I think it's just been everything that they don't trust. I don't necessarily take it personally, but if somebody had a chance to be like, yeah, I can get every answer right now, I think that's something that you have to take. Like, I think you have to.
You want to see it?
I think so. I think that's a great reassurance for you, isn't it?
No, that's terrifying. As in, like,
for
as
who?
as in,
what kind of lie? We're talking about any lie?
Like anything that she's like, where you at? It's like, I'm at the mall. The whole time she's at Paul's house.
Oh, that's a bigger thing. But you would want to know that, right?
Yeah. What I'm saying is, as in, like, you would get a list of, like, she said, you know, she didn't go through your phone. She did. She said she, you know, not eating cakes anymore. She did. You know, all these like lists of things. Every time I question you, you lied to me. So you'll see like a list of things. Or if it wasn't that she's been truthful, you'll see her. She's like, just know that your husband doesn't trust you. He hired me to do this. So now you got to be like, she's like, what signs were I given to you that you had to hire this person to do this?
No.
Now you just out there. It's like, I didn't do anything wrong. You just wanted to not trust me.
It's not that I did not want to trust you. It's just I wanted to make sure that I could trust you.
I never gave you signs that you could not trust me. Why would you hire this dude?
That's not what trust is about. You don't have to give me a sign. If somebody has an untrustworthy thing, like I said, I have the time to be past traumas from people. You know, I've been cheated on. You know, so if I went there and been like, "Hey, listen, I know you said you worked late, but I've heard this before."
But what if on the flip side, they was like, well, you know, that being said, I have to show her all the things you liked. It's like, shit.
Where was this in the contract? Wait a second. Let me look at the contract again.
When you said you loved her, you didn't love her. you was homosexual just to find a place in her.
I was. What else you got in that list?
You said something about as soon as the 10-year mark.
Wait, why you get the gun? I'm just reading off the. No, I think it takes a lot for someone to be. I remember, man, I dated this girl. She was just insanely jealous all the time, to the point where it broke us up. Because I was like, I can't deal with this all the time. And I was like, I don't know what else to do to like make sure you're cool. Like, I don't know what else to do to just have you go rifle through my shit. Like, like I was like, what else can I do? And then she's like, I'm so sorry. It's this. I'm like, this shit ain't me. I was like, it ain't me who has the problem. This is your own problem. No, you found the lyric?
I'm looking it up.
Dion was like, I'm not gay. Here's the line. Cock is something else. Let me read some comments here. The same you want to look it up. Where do you even? Oh, just ask Google. Those searches are from the last 20 minutes. Insane. I know. Right, Moyo, in my work computer. Love this question. Love, open, and honestness. Is that what you said? Look it up, find out, and air that out. Still, it's out in the open and ready to be discussed. Win. But some don't like to discuss things in the open. Some people don't. I think all those things are healthy, man. Because also, I think you have to take a step back and look at the whole picture. Like, if it's just me being offended to be offended, you don't trust me. I was like, you gotta take a step back and kind of just look at where somebody's came from and what they're doing, what they've dealt with before. Trust, man. I don't know. I have this thought that trust is something that you consistently earn, right? You're consistently earning someone's trust, because once you lose their trust, it takes a ton of work to get someone's trust back. So you kind of got to always continue showing somebody that you're trustworthy. That's with jobs, that's with families, that's with relationships. It's an ongoing thing of being trustworthy. Trustworthy doesn't stop because you've been solid for a while. Because once you lose somebody's trust, then that thing is always in the air of, they could be lying though. So I think you kind of always got to like keep proving that you're trustworthy. And if somebody gives you their trust, you know, you got to protect and take care of it. It's a really precious thing, trust. You know. But I feel the same on the side. Same thing with love is that it's a action word. Loving, ing makes it an action word, right? If you learn that, it's a verb, right? So you got to consistently do things, you know, that show that someone that you're still in the process of loving them, not to love or said it or haven't done it in a while. You got to consistently show up and clock in a way that person can receive. Okay, you can't just do what you think is working. You got to talk their language. Their love language.
Hello.
Dim the lights. This is when we get nasty. Well, not me and you folks. Not being like that. You guys get what I'm saying.
I found 2 lyrics.
Okay.
The first one was, you heard the song Friday?
You gotta come back in the mic though.
You heard the song Friday?
Okay.
By Ice Cube?
Okay.
Have you?
No.
But I was trying to find the one of We Be Thuggin'. Is it We Be Thuggin'?
We Be Thuggin'? No, that's not the one.
Is it? It's called Why We Thugs Now. Because I typed in quotations, cock, Ice Cube. And in the song Friday, he says, but this ain't it because this one sounds familiar to me though. But he just says her cock.
Okay.
Where is it at? You know, when people wait for you, gotta make noises.
Hold on. Gotta keep the interest rate.
Why must I be like that and chase the cat or settle for a hood rat? Dookie braids, no dreadlocks, flying in and out her town with a half chicken in her cock. This doesn't sound familiar. But like I said, this is not a single, but I remember he's used cock about describing.
I don't know what that means, with a half chicken in her cock.
But Ice Cube was never a great lyricist to me. I keep saying this to people. Ice Cube was groundbreaking. That's all I gotta say. I never was a fan like, what did he say? Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kind of odd.
Well, that song in a whole is great.
It's a journey.
It's a story.
It's a journey, but it's not. First of all, nothing in there is believable.
What do you mean?
I looked up. It said to a blimp. It said Ice Cube's a pimp. Stop it, nigga. Nigga said he got a triple double and playing 21.
He might have.
How you get a triple double?
They didn't say they was playing 21. He never said 21. He said he was playing basketball.
And guess
Nestorani got a triple double. He never said he was playing 21.
nigga playing 21.
He never said that.
Everything was a lie, yo.
What you
He
mean?
said, no barking from the dog, no smog, and mama's cooking breakfast with no hog.
That's probably true.
Sure, you got my grub on, but didn't dig out,
Then pig out.
pig out. Finally got a call from that girl I wanted to dig out.
That's probably true.
Yeah, that can be true.
Come on, man. This is a great day.
But is this lyrical?
This song is in that sense. Are you like, what are you looking for?
As in, I like bars.
Mm-hmm.
As in wordplay.
Mm-hmm.
Asinine consonants, alliteration, wordplay, like metaphors, allegories.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But when it's a story, sure. But the rhymes are super basic to me.
I think that I don't feel like it's bland. I don't feel like it's not.
It's unseasoned for sure.
It's not unseasoned.
Opening lyric was ass.
Hit the opening lyric again.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God.
Well, how is this ass?
Hold on. I don't know, but today seems kind of odd.
I feel like you're trying way too hard to make it bad.
No, man, who says that? Just try to say, I don't know, but today seems kind of odd.
No, but today seems kind of odd.
Have you ever said that out your mouth?
I probably wrote it for a character. I definitely said something's odd before.
That's odd. I think it's it. Yeah, write that one down. Write that down. Thank you, Spicy. Pimp C used cock too. Thank you. Gangsta Fairy Tale, Ice Cube, Gangsta Fairy Tale. He used it in there. Thank y'all, man. But yeah, it just lyrically.
I can get you with some other stuff, but that one I go like, this is.
Don't say something. Don't mean.
Okay, you hating on "Fuck the Police"?
That was a powerful song.
Okay,
powerful song. It had a message. Right?
Okay,
but again, if you break down the lyrics, like you pull up lyrics.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. That is an NWA though.
But Ice Cube wrote it.
Yeah,
he wrote the whole song. Everybody's lyrics. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You gotta give him his no flowers for Ice Cube.
I give it to him. F the police coming straight out the underground. A young nigga got it bad because I'm brown. Mm-hmm. And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority.
Bars, bro.
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah.
Q.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Q.
They meant this.
Keep going.
This was the opening, groundbreaking, jarring song. This was.
So does Q have bars or he doesn't have bars? Which one is it?
I think what I'm saying is when you
keep reading. Keep reading.
Freshman season.
No, wait a second.
Because it had a message.
He just made a different type of song. Right. Now he doesn't have bars.
Right. No, when he became commercial, he really became commercial.
Stop, bro.
This right here was hungry.
What are you talking about?
Because we felt this. This was a theme song for Black people.
Black people feel today was a good day also. Like people love that song.
It's a great song. But lyrically it's not great. I know the whole song.
Well, why is it not great? Because it doesn't have metaphors in there? It gives you a whole story. I think it's a great song.
So here's the thing. It's a great song for Chinky.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
This is Ice Cube. This is niggas with attitude.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. He didn't fit the description.
What are you talking about?
He didn't fit the description of rapping those lyrics, man. Have you ever heard a love song?
He even said, hey, I had to use my AK today, bro. It's crazy. Usually I got to break it up and use it, but today
I didn't even have to use my AK.
That's not a gangster line. What are you talking about?
Like that. That's not the lyrics.
That is not the song.
That's not it. Damn. You take the part out. Yeah.
No. I think you're wrong on this.
Okay.
With Cube. I think he has enough. Now I'll give you. There's a lot of Ice Cube songs that I go like, all right, man. This is it's a lot of bitches and hoes in here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of degrading women. There's a lot of that.
I'm fine with that. I'm talking about when people put him like in the top anything. Like, again, he was groundbreaking. He was thought provoking in NWA. When he branched off, I do like No Vaseline because obviously that was a jab to NWA.
It was more than a jab.
Yeah, it was a punch, uppercut, everything. But when he started going commercial, he started making like real I'm big, I'm a superstar song. His lyrics was just
like what else? Like We Be Clubbing, what else?
Man, hold on, let me get pull up some because again I didn't subscribe to
I mean, this was your argument.
Well, because people were like,
you just compared him to, well, you didn't compare him to Chingy, but just like this is a Chingy type song.
So
a good day.
If all of a sudden people start saying, you know, Kerry Kittles is the greatest basketball player of all time, right? But he's good. He's like, what is wrong with you? Why aren't you invest? How you are looking and hearing is like, y'all really investing in him? I mean, he's good. I don't think he is in the top anything. And then they start to kind of praise his highlights, right? So I'm like, I'm not going to invest and try to hate on him. But if you him.
What if Kerry Kittle scored 90 points in the game?
One game.
Yeah.
That can happen.
Right.
One game.
Okay.
Not consistently.
Okay, so what if he scored 90 points in one game and he scored 20 in the rest of the games, average 20?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some people would say, hey, man, this dude might be one of the greatest of all time.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because 90 in a game would be crazy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Or if he used to go ham early on, his first few years.
Derrick Rose.
D Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Right? D Rose is one of the greatest basketball players we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, has he had one of the greatest careers?
No.
Right. But has he been one of the best basketball players we've ever seen?
Right.
1,000%.
Right.
There was no one like D Rose.
Right.
Like Westbrook was the closest thing to D Rose I've seen. He wasn't D Rose.
Right.
So if you went there and you go like, this guy one of the best, I'd be like, hey, did he have the career that you think he should have had? He's had an amazing music career.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's more. Dion, you might get some people who agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
You might get some people like, yeah, I didn't really like his lyrics either. But I would go, he has more than enough evidence to prove that he's lyrical. He might not do the rhyme patterns and the metaphors but I don't know if Chuck D really did either. I'm not going to take away from him being one of like the most powerful, prolific lyricists. You know, like they're not Biggie. I can't tell you Nas has a ton of,
and that's why.
And that's why what?
So I have to always step back and be like, what type of music do you like?
Mm-hmm.
I like the art of rapping,
mm-hmm.
of creating a story with metaphors, analogies, and still kind of having wordplay and making it feel like a design with the beat, right? But when somebody's like, yo, you got to hear, you know, Chuck D, you got to hear KRS-One, they never did it for me because I fell in love with hip hop late when it came to like wordplay, like Biggie.
I mean, wordplay's early on.
For me,
Big Daddy Kane's one of the pioneers of the wordplay,
right?
And Rakim and these guys.
But I came in late though.
Well, I don't understand it was already there though.
I didn't invest into it. It's like it's like you falling in love with film right now. It's like, yo, you gotta watch Casablanca. Go back. It's like, hey, I seen Jurassic Park, nigga. No, you gotta go back to Casablanca. And it's like, you know, Citizen Kane, you gotta go back there. It's like, yeah, I can't get the same sort of energy.
This would be different if like Biggie's album was in '94.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Biggie, if you're gonna use Biggie as an example of wordplay, he was in '94. It wasn't late.
No, that's when. So sure, I didn't go back though. The thing is, I fell in love with hip hop because of the drama.
Do you like DMX?
Yes,
Do you say DMX has a ton of metaphors?
yes.
Where are his metaphors?
As in, I can tell you definitely in the Omen.
Okay.
Get 'em D. Well, the thing is, I didn't like his consistency changed when he got popular. That's what bothered me.
All right. We're done here.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
You had to have commercial hits then, for sure. You had to have commercial hits for sure.
That was you don't ever talk
And
like
not
that.
a party song at all. That song is very dark. To be a party song,
Gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here.
why are you keep trying to make these classic songs corny? You over here, corn?
It is extremely corny because I like lyrics that you can actually talk. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Even if I try to say, y'all gonna like me lose my mind up in here, up in here.
You're
If
also comparing the hook to the actual. Now, granted, that's not DMX's best song, right?
if I'm gonna give it to you, cowards, it's gonna be quick.
This is not when people talk about up in here, I go, oh well, we're not really talking about DMX.
Right. That's when I was like, oh no, we here. When I heard that song, I said, no, DMX. I love.
Wait, but he needed that song though.
He didn't need it.
Yeah, he did. That's one of his biggest songs.
Every time you come right here, I just gotta get my dick sucked.
Hey, he didn't have to write those lyrics, bro. I'm like,
you niggas remind me of a strip club because every time you come right here, that don't even make sense.
I don't know why he had to use those lyrics by any means. I was like, there's so many other bars he could have said, but he chose those lyrics.
Yeah.
But it's not like he didn't have fire songs on that album. You know what I mean? It's like he got that hidden. And that shit was a bomb. And that shit still makes some money. And in the post life, he's still eating off that song.
Woo! I like the opening. Woo! Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here.
What? Hey man, we used to play that shit before football was fire though. It's fire, bro.
Yeah, our opening song was murder, murder, kill, kill. Shit's real.
We used to do "We Ready." We ready.
Hey,
we ready. What? We or B.I.B.O. and I was going about B.I.B.O. Why you acting like a? Most rappers go mainstream once they make a name for themselves.
I'm gonna look up. Check yourself.
Don't you want these guys to go mainstream?
Who, me?
Yeah, you don't want rappers to go mainstream?
No, it's not that. It's just when you go out of your character. You remember when Nas did Oochie Wally Wally? It sounded so jarring, right? It was like
I thought Oochie Wally was fire, bro. That beat is crazy. That beat is nuts.
It just sounds like this is not you at all, man. It just because I know.
When he did that song with Genuine, then I was like,
tell me,
say what? Just to make it up, get on my ice.
Now that you
That's when I was like,
listen,
okay.
I haven't read these lyrics at all. So try to make. I just said check yourself as number one song. Okay,
it's who's number one song?
Ice Cube's.
All right. Oh, check yourself before you wreck yourself, because shotgun blasts are bad for your head.
I like that bar. I like that.
That's affecting this. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the sewer. Word is bond. Yeah. My bad. Better check yourself before you wreck yourself, because I'm bad for your health. I come real self, dropping bombs on your moms, fuck your car alarms, doing foul crime, that nigga with your Alpine. Sold it for $60. This is when I start losing the slang. Sold it for $60. Sold it for $6. So always let tricks know and friends know we got the endo. No, I'm not a sucker sitting in a house of pain. And no, I'm not the butler. I cut you, headbutt you. You say you can't touch this, and I want to touch you, punk motherfucker. I'm in.
I like it. I like it.
Here to let you know, boy, oh boy, I make dough, but don't call me dough boy. Come on now, this ain't no fucking motion picture. A guy or a bitch or my nigga get with you and hit you. Take that. Take that yak to the neck, so you better run a check.
You
that
chickadee
yak
check
to the
yourself
neck,
before you
better
wreck
run.
yourself. You chickadee check yourself before you.
I'm in right here,
I like
man.
the first verse.
Come
I
on.
apologize.
Come
I
on,
apologize,
man.
Cube. I like the first verse.
Come on, man. He was gassing on here.
Yeah.
Why don't you read the second verse, huh?
Shotgun bullets are bad for your health.
That's
If I read it, I'm going to trash it.
Just read it. Try to trash it.
Tricks want to step to Cube and then they get played because they bitch made pulling out the switchblade.
Come on, man. Make that corny. Go do it. Go
I
ahead.
think that was fire.
Come on, man. You gotta finish it now.
Nah, man.
Woo!
Nah,
Hey, man.
I can't top that one.
Yeah.
Pulling out the switchblade. That's a kind of trife because that's a knife hoe. AK-47 assault rifle. I say we forced that one. Hold the 50. I'm nifty pow. I gotta watch out.
I got a new style. Watch out now.
I hate a motherfucker claiming that they folding bank, but steady talking shit and holding the tank.
In the holding tank.
In the holding tank.
Big
First,
difference.
you wanna step to me, and now your ass screaming for the deputy.
Mm.
They send you to Charlie Baker Denver Row. I don't know what this is.
I'm sure it's prison related.
Yeah. Now they are running up your.
Oh God.
Come on, man.
Oh my God. Now they're running up in you slow. Come on. Okay.
Oh, you making all these trying to make it dope. Oh,
This line is crazy. This next one.
you're gone. Used to be the Don Juan.
Check that shit out.
Yeah. Now your name is just Twan. Switching, snapping, rolling your eyes and neck. You better run a check.
Dang.